We are here with Tom Giglio from Script Stop Pharmacy, Oriskany Boulevard in Whitesboro, our industry ace. What sets you apart from other pharmacies?
Script Stop Pharmacy, 131 Oriskany Boulevard in Whitesboro, New York. We're changing the game. We're a locally owned pharmacy, and we'll treat you like family. With fast, friendly service, no-wait immunizations, and automatic refills, we ensure that you never miss a dose. Pick up the phone and give us a call at 315-790-5300, and you won't have to sit on hold with an automated answering system. You'll be able to actually reach out to a person. You won't have to wait in a long line only to find out that your prescription isn't ready or is not in stock. We offer a wide range of services, including text message alerts when your prescriptions are ready. We have an app that you can manage your medications in, and we offer free delivery across all of Oneida County. And with 75 years of combined pharmacist experience, we're here to serve you quickly, reliably, and with a smile. Need a script, make the stop, or just call Script Stop.
Hi, Billy Mays here with the brand new Keeler Kill Switch. When that morning show starts yapping about something you can't stand, don't reach for the dial. Just press this big red button and BAM!
This is Keeler. WIBX 950 and 92.3 FM. Now back to the Keeler Show.
Hey there. Good morning. Good morning. Good morning. Good morning. Yeah.
I have wasted my time.
I do like this song. I don't know what it is.
You say time's never wasted.
Is this your,
But I think I've wasted mine.
This is like something I pulled out that's YouTube friendly.
Gotcha.
And it's non-licensed. I got to tell you, I don't know why I released this song. I love it.
Who's the mumble singer?
Bob Dylan?
Bob Dylan. He sounds a little in the Bob Dylan vein, maybe. No?
A little bit there, maybe.
So thank you and good morning to Bobo in Frankfurt who said, YouTube guys, hello.
I'm sorry. I'm going to tell you something. I do think, and I'm going to just let it out here right now, I do think I'm losing my mind. And I've had a few friends of mine, I might as well get this out there. A few friends of mine have kind of pointed it out to me. Chuck Lester and Alien, Bill Morehouse, some that don't even talk to me anymore.
No, they talk
They
to
said,
me
"You're
instead."
crazy. You're crazy. You're losing your mind." And I think they might be right.
Well,
They might be right.
you're suffering from the cognitive disorder known as Trump derangement syndrome.
That's exactly right. TBDR.
TDS.
Whatever the hell it is.
Touchdowns for short.
Uh-huh.
And the
I'm going
secondary
to tell you
affliction.
something. It's a wonder I can talk after that game Sunday afternoon and those the interceptions and the Josh Allen run. It's a wonder I can get words out, that my throat isn't just destroyed. You can hear I'm struggling a little bit.
You're screaming in the living room.
Oh, my God. It was to the point where I think my wife was putting decorations on the Christmas tree. Almost tipped the tree right over. It was terrible. Here's Wayne. Good morning, Wayne. Good morning. Good morning.
Hey, guys.
I thought about you. I thought about you this morning, Wayne.
So did I.
And I want you to know that I thought about you when I was running a little bit behind. And the light turned yellow on the arterial, and I'm like, I know I can make it. I can make it. And I said, I just got to hope Wayne doesn't see me and call the cops on me.
Yeah. I'm not a cop caller. I wish I could
I know
be
you're
that
not.
person.
I know. I just remember a long time ago, you're like, what is wrong with these people on the arterial? They're doing 80 miles an hour. And every time I'm going a little over the speed limit, I think of you.
You know,
I think
my
of that
bigger
call.
problem is every time I'm the target, if I'm the one to go through that
Right.
yellow light, the cops on the other side wait, and
You're
with
right.
already, with the computer in their hand, they don't even leave it in the car anymore.
I know. That's the way it works, right? I mean, somebody else can do it and nothing happens. The minute you do it, boom, you get nailed. So, all right, I'm
You know
sorry
what it
to
is?
interrupt
I
you.
do
Go
it
ahead.
at a slower pace.
Yes, well, there's probably nothing wrong with that.
I wanted to know if you have any idea why. Okay, say you're pulling into traffic, it's a little bit thick. You finally find a break in traffic. You pull out, and now you didn't cut anybody off. They're maybe about 6, 8 houses away.
Yeah, I know
All
what
of a
you're gonna
sudden,
say.
they jump up behind you.
Yep, they
and then
speed
they're
up.
flicking their lights on and off. What is that?
That is a holishism.
Yeah.
It's a condition that people have usually when they're driving a big pickup truck. I don't know why it is, but it always seems to be the pickup truck because they know they can run you right off the road and there's nothing you're going to do about it. Yeah, I don't. Here's what I do. I got to tell you.
I thought it was a cop.
Here's what I do. If I pull out, I go into what they call on the Mazda sport mode. I put it right to the floor. I'm doing 0 to 60 in just a couple of seconds. Before you know it, it might even be 80. I'm running away from that piece of garbage because I know they're going to do that. They're going to speed up into it's. When you try to pass somebody and they decide, oh, I'm only going 40. Let me kick it up to 70.
Yes.
You piece of garbage.
Yeah.
It's terrible, Wayne. I'm with you.
So they get up on the side of me. I do this, right? And then they get up on the side of me because I come to a light where there's there's 3 lanes finally. It goes from 1 lane to 3 lanes. And they seem to think that getting up on the side of me super close. Like if I wanted to get out of my car, I couldn't even get out of my car. So I kind of, I threw my middle finger up on my cheek and I just leaned it,
Yeah.
And then
he reaches in and pulls out the pistol.
They were going straight.
Yeah.
Yeah, right. Then Wayne reaches over and grabs a 20 and throws it at the driver and says, I'm sorry, go buy some canned goods.
Yeah.
It was right by there. It was right by the homeless guy.
I don't know why it's like they become, who do you think you are getting in front of me? It's like, well, I got behind you yesterday and you were doing 20. So today I've decided I'm not going to let that happen again.
Well, that's because I was reading my phone while I was driving.
Yeah.
I didn't cut him off either. It's just the funniest part.
I know.
They were far away.
I see it happen often, and I just try to race away from them. So if they are yelling at me, I don't even hear or see them. That's what I try to do.
If my son wasn't in the car and Angeline, I would have probably slammed right on my brakes to give him the old,
Let me tell you,
check there.
I totally I understand. Now that is illegal. They tell me. I didn't realize that.
I'll still do that.
So there's a woman the other day. That stupid turn left over by Killebrew. If you're turning left onto Clinton Road, so you're sitting by the Onondagas is to your right. And you have that left-hand turn.
Where you're talking about,
and it merges into one lane on Clinton Road. And I'm in the right lane. This piece of
Bill
garbage is in the left lane, and there's a bunch of cars, and we're doing the you let me in, I let you in, you let me in. It's like alternating, and I can see her in the left. I'm avoiding her, so I'm in the right lane, and I'm merging to the left, and now she speeds right up, Wayne. Now she's right on me. And I'm going a little faster, and as far as fast as I can go because there's a car in front of me, and I'm trying to merge in. Now I'm almost to the entrance of Seneca Liquors, and she just begins to flip me off. She pulled way up right by my side. Now, at this very moment, through my mind, I'm like, this isn't ending here. This is just the beginning of this moment. And then at some point, I don't know what happened, but I was just like, it's not worth it. And I just followed her, took down the address of her house that she drove into the driveway. And I didn't do that. But I did follow her, and I didn't do anything crazy, and I just turned off.
Followed her.
Well, she was in front of me.
Oh, okay.
Right.
I was going to say, that's a little creepy.
You didn't hit that switch that you got, that where you hit the switch and it goes like up in the air and then over.
Yeah, I tried. It didn't work for some reason. But I don't understand it, Wayne, why we all just can't get along on the roads. It's like, oh how terrible it is. Somebody just got ahead of you. Like that's supposed to.
Their lights. Bill, they flicked their lights. It was like a show over at over down at the old Elby's where they put the strobe light on. I was like, what the hell's going on?
You're lucky you're not epileptic. You could have had a seizure, for God's sakes.
There you go.
Yeah.
That's what I was thinking. The same thing.
All right, Wayne, I'm with you. 100%. I'm with you.
Have a good day.
You do the same. Thank you.
Unfortunately, we're out of time this hour, but you have to stay tuned. Bills, the Buffalo Bills, and AI.
Oh,
it's a
and
disaster.
Mike's flex story. We'll get to it coming up here.
Hi, everyone, it's Lisa from Fit Body Boot Camp in Whitesboro and Clinton. The holidays can bring joy, but also stress, pressure, and a lot of overwhelm. That's why your 30 minutes with us matter. At Fit Body Boot Camp, you get a moment to breathe, a moment to focus on you, a space where no one judges and everyone supports. Every workout is filled with encouragement, positivity, and people who genuinely want to help you succeed. Come see why our members call this their favorite 30 minutes of their day. Happy holidays from Fit Body Boot Camp.
In a world that often feels divided, we choose Christ, compassion, community. At the Good News Foundation, faith is more than belief. It's a way of living, loving, and lifting up one another. We offer programs designed to bring healing, hope, and connection to people at every stage of life. Whatever path you're on, we're here to walk with you. Good News Foundation, sharing faith, offering hope, and serving others.
Firestone Winter Force tires are designed to deliver impressive handling on snow, ice, and in wet weather conditions. Whether you have a coupe, sedan, wagon, or minivan, Winter Force tires let you drive with confidence, and you still get the comfortable driving experience you've come to expect from Firestone. Winter, you've met your match. Whatever you drive, drive a Firestone. Available at Tallman's Tire and Auto Repair, located in Utica, Yorkville, Rome, and Herkimer, or online at tallmanstire.com.
Clue, live on stage, the uproarious new play based on the hit movie and classic game. Murder and blackmail are on the menu when 6 mysterious guests assemble for a dinner party. Was it Mrs. Peacock in the study with the knife, or perhaps Colonel Mustard in the library with the wrench? This fast, furious, and funny whodunit will leave you dying of laughter. Clue, live on stage.
December 14th and 15th at the...
From the Stanley Theater Studio, WIBX Utica, Rome. W295EI. WIBX 950 and 92.3 FM. Celebrating 100 years.
Bringing down prices. I'm Chris Foster, Fox News. President Trump brings his affordability message to Pennsylvania today, saying he's fixing a problem caused by Democrats.
President Trump is headed to Mount Airy Casino Resort in the northeastern part of the swing state. It's the first stop on the president's tour of the U.S. in the coming weeks that's expected to focus on his economic agenda in an effort to build support in advance of next year's midterms.
Fox's Tanya J. Powers. That speech is scheduled at 6:10 p.m. Eastern Time. He said last week whatever video there is would be released. Now President Trump says it's up to War Secretary Pete Hegseth whether to release video of a second boat strike in September, killing 2 survivors of the first strike.
That was a boat loaded up with drugs. I saw the video. They were trying to turn the boat back to where it could float. And we didn't want to see that because that boat was loaded up with drugs just like everything else.
The president there at the White House after announcing a $12 billion aid package for farmers hurt by a trade war over tariffs. A House Democrat is looking to move up to the Senate.
Representative Jasmine Crockett declaring,
I am running to become your next United States Senator from the state of Texas.
The 2-term Democratic Congresswoman of the Dallas area looking to flip the Senate seat held by GOP Senator John Cornyn, who is running for re-election.
I'm done with the senators sitting around doing nothing while Trump takes your hard-earned money, skims your Social Security, slashes Medicare, and gives tax breaks to billionaires.
Saying she's running because polling suggests she can win. Crockett faces Texas State Representative James Tallarico of Austin in the Democratic primary. Cornyn faces GOP primary challenges from Texas Attorney General Ken Paxton and Texas Congressman Wesley Hunt. Kristen Goodwin, Fox News.
There's a runoff election for mayor of Miami today between Republican city manager Emilio Gonzalez and a Democrat, former county commissioner Eileen Higgins. The election is technically nonpartisan. The last time a Democrat was elected Miami mayor was in 1997. America's listening to Fox News.
Living with everyday pain is like having a voice that always says, no, you can't do that. No, you better sit this one out. It's no way to live. So if pain is affecting you, see how Relief Factor can help get you back to life on your terms. One where you say yes a lot more. Relief Factor is a daily supplement that fights pain naturally. Developed by doctors, Relief Factor's unique formula of natural ingredients does not just mask pain, it helps reduce or eliminate it for good. Whether it's your back, neck, joints, or muscles, Relief Factor can help you, as it has for so many others. So call 1-800-4-RELIEF and give Relief Factor's 3-week quick start a try. It's only $19.95, less than $1 a day to get your life back. Just go to relieffactor.com or call 1-800-4RELIEF. That's 1-800, the number 4, RELIEF, and see how you can say yes to more of everything you want.
Luigi Mangione was arrested a year ago today in Altoona, Pennsylvania, 5 days after the murder of United Healthcare CEO in New York City. A pretrial hearing resumes this morning in New York. Mangione's attorneys are trying to have some evidence excluded.
Luigi Mangione looked like he was ready to fight. He sat at the defense table, pumping his fist like a prize fighter, a preview of his defense strategy in court. On the stand, Altoona police officer Christy Wasser, who looked through Mangione's backpack when he was arrested at McDonald's and then at the police station. She says she found a gun, the same one police say was used to kill the CEO of United Healthcare as he walked to a conference, Brian Thompson. In court, police body cam showed that Wasser was going through his bag in the McDonald's. The defense says she did that without a search warrant, but Wasser says she was afraid of finding a bomb. Mangione's lawyers don't buy that and are trying to show that she was not telling the truth and that the evidence should be thrown out. I'm Eric Shawn, Fox News.
The government of Honduras has issued an international arrest warrant for former President Juan Orlando Hernandez, pardoned by President Trump and released from federal prison in West Virginia last week, a year and a half into a 45-year sentence for drug trafficking. Where he is now is unclear. Violence is spreading along the border between Thailand and Cambodia.
10 dead and thousands displaced in the last 48 hours, a ceasefire derailed, and two countries unwilling to back down. We've got to do what we've got to do, warns Thailand's Prime Minister, while Cambodia's Senate President has promised his country will carry out a fierce fight. Thailand and Cambodia have been contesting territorial sovereignty along their 500-mile land border for more than a century. Both sides have blamed each other for the clashes. They've upended the July ceasefire deal pushed through by President Donald Trump. Jonathan Savage, Fox News.
Monday Night Football, the Chargers beat the Eagles 22-19 in overtime. I'm Chris Foster. This is Fox News.
We have cloudy skies, 5 degrees in Utica, 6 in Herkimer, and 3 in Rome. Good morning. I'm Jeff Manaski, WIBX 950 AM, 92.3 FM news time is 7:05. This news update is brought to you by the new Destination Kia of Utica, located on Commercial Drive in Yorkville. Oneida County Sheriff Rob Mashel says deputies are currently assisting with a structure fire at Countryside Apartments at 7108 Rome-Oriskany Road in the city of Rome. Now, Rome-Oriskany Road is currently closed between Rome-Westmoreland Road and Monument Road. Drivers are urged to avoid the area. More details will be released at a later time. Meanwhile, a report from WKTV says scanner reports according to scanner reports, the back part of the structure was fully engulfed in flames when firefighters arrived, and a 911 caller reported seeing a person on fire rolling in the snow. It looks like Congresswoman Elise Stefanik will face a challenge in her bid to be the Republican nominee in the race for governor of New York. Today, Nassau County Executive Bruce Blakeman is expected to officially enter the contest. Blakeman is a longtime friend of President Trump. There is no word yet if the president is going to make an endorsement of Blakeman or Stefanik. Whoever wins the GOP primary will likely take on Governor Kathy Hochul in 2026, who may face a primary challenge of her own. Police in New Hartford arresting a local man on burglary charges after he was arrested twice in one day, allegedly stealing merchandise from 2 different stores. Police say it happened on Saturday, approximately 5:30. New Hartford police assigned to Sangertown Square responded to Target for a report of a man who, according to store loss prevention, was observed stealing merchandise from within the store. Police arrested 30-year-old Marcus Howard on a charge of petty larceny, which is a misdemeanor. He was issued an appearance ticket, processed, and released. Police say he also faced charges from earlier that same day, allegedly stealing merchandise from the Walmart on Commercial Drive. And investigators say the cause of a fire that severely damaged a tour boat in Lake George does not appear to be suspicious. Many in our listening audience may have actually been on this boat before. Someone driving by the Adirondack yesterday reported seeing
That is
flames.
the name of the boat, not the Minnehaha, the Adirondack.
Yeah, that's the name of the little cruise boat. Someone reported seeing flames. Crews rushed to the scene to put the fire out. It's a 115-foot-long vessel owned by Lake George Waterfront Cruises. Officials say they think they can save the boat. No injuries were reported due to the
based
fire.
on that fire, if they saved the boat, I wouldn't want to be on it. That was an inferno, it looked like.
The pictures that I saw yesterday, unless it was an old fire, that boat was pretty heavily engulfed in flames.
Yep.
WIBX 950 AM 92.3 FM news time is 7:08. Your Weather Center forecast is brought to you by Clinton Tractor, the leader in service. Visit clintontractor.net.
Winter storm watch late tonight through tomorrow morning covers up northern Oneida County and points west, north, and just east of that. So basically the North Country, but it may get a little bit slick around here later tonight, tomorrow morning. So just travel cautiously. Go south of the thruway, a little less of a chance. Let's back it up first to this morning. A frigid morning. Hopefully you're prepped accordingly. Partly sunny and cold this afternoon. Upper 20s. The wind chills single digits below zero early. Snow showers tonight, tomorrow may mix with a little bit of rain, especially in the afternoon as temperatures do get into the upper 30s, but probably all snow as you go further north. From the Weather Channel, I'm meteorologist Ray Stajic, WIBX 950 AM and 92.3 FM.
Right now, 5 degrees in Utica, 6 in Herkimer, 3 in Rome. WIBX 950 AM, 92.3 FM news time is 7:09. Week 14 of the NFL season wrapped up last night. The LA Chargers capped off the week of action with a 22-19 takedown of the Eagles in overtime on Monday Night Football. In fact, the game ended with Jalen Hurts' 4th interception of the game. This after the Eagles had already driven into field goal range and decided instead of taking an opportunity to try and tie it, maybe they would go for the win and try to score a touchdown. The pass was deflected and intercepted to end the contest. Again, 22-19, your final. The Chargers improved to 9-4 on the season. Week 15 kicks off with Baker Mayfield and the Buccaneers hosting Bijan Robinson and the Falcons Thursday night, a game you can hear right here on WIBX. The Browns naming rookie quarterback Shedeur Sanders their starter for the final 4 games of the season. Cleveland coach Kevin Stefanski made the announcement Monday after Sanders made his 3rd career start this past weekend. The 23-year-old accounted for 394 yards and 4 touchdowns in the team's loss to the Titans. Sanders began his career as the team's 4th-string quarterback after being selected in the 5th round of the 2025 NFL Draft. The Giants filling an open spot on their active roster. They've signed defensive tackle Casey Rogers from the practice squad. The G-men are 2-11 after their bye. They host the Washington Commanders coming up this week. Week 15 action at MetLife Stadium. As a Giants fan, though, do you want them to win? No, right?
At
you
this
want
point,
the top spot
at this
in
point,
the draft.
they're better off losing.
And authorities could be closer to finding out who shot Jets cornerback Chris Boyd. NYPD officials say a person of interest is in custody in connection with that shooting on November 16th. The person surrendered to authorities in the Buffalo area. Charges have yet to be filed, however.
I want to thank John sending me the video of last night's Monday Night Football game where Hurts was the quarterback?
Yes.
Where he fumbled twice in the same play. And
threw a pick and then fumbled.
Threw an interception, and then the ball is knocked out of the Los Angeles player, and it ends up going right into Hurts picks it up and begins to run, and it gets knocked out of him, but then goes like 10 yards in Los Angeles' favor, and they ended up not only falling on it and getting the fumble recovery, but picking up 10 yards, almost probably 15 yards from the original interception.
Again, I'll say it again. If they were egging the offensive coordinator after his performance earlier this month, I would have to imagine last night's performance from Jalen Hurts with 2 turnovers on one play.
Yeah.
They were going to be throwing bricks through his windows. Those Philly fans are tough.
Okay, we're going to talk about the Mike. Mike is saying that the Bills game has been flexed,
right?
Meaning that instead of 1 o'clock, it'll be played on NBC for the night game. And as we've dug in on this, I don't think that is the case.
I don't think it is either, but I have to tell you I'm a bit confused. I feel like Robert Kennedy here.
I have a story.
I got this report from AI, and I think it's telling me the wrong stuff.
Well, what is it telling you?
So it says Okay, so I Googled. We got the message today, and I thought it was a little late in the week for the NFL to change this Sunday's game from a day game to a night game. You have people who travel multiple states, multiple hours to go to these games.
It's usually 2 weeks before.
Right. It's like a week and a half, 2 weeks out. Okay, so I just Googled, and you can do this at home. Google Bills game flexed. Okay, and I have the AI option that pops up as one of my options.
Yeah.
Here's the AI overview. This is what it says. Yes, the Buffalo Bills have had games flexed recently, particularly in Week 14 against the Bengals. It was moved to an earlier 1 p.m. slot from its original 4:30 start. And their Week 16 game against the Patriots was recently announced to be flexed to a late Sunday slot, 9:25 p.m. on Fox, as part of a late-season NFL flex scheduling option to ensure quality matchups.
Okay.
Here's the deal.
I don't even think Fox has a 9:25 game. I've never heard of that before.
Fox does not have a 9:30 Sunday night game, number one. You're correct. Number two, the Bills and the Patriots play Week 15, not Week 16. And the game that got flexed, it was announced yesterday, the Patriots Week 16 game against the Ravens.
Next week.
Next Sunday, not this coming, the following Sunday got flexed.
And I wondered, the Bills-Patriots game would be the one I would want to flex.
Right.
But they are flexing the Ravens, which are basically out of the playoffs at this point, playing the Patriots. Now, is it possible that they feel like that could be a great game and the Ravens could knock off the Patriots? I don't know. But
I think the Ravens are a very good team, despite the fact that they're under 500.
But it has it's not going to have any playoff
implication. If they
at
get
all.
the upset win, I mean, maybe,
Well, if they get the
knocks
upset
the Patriots
win,
down,
it's
it
good
pulls
for
them
Buffalo.
back to 500, sure.
Yeah. So, Mike, I think that Davey may be right. I think the Bills-Patriots game is still going to be at 1 p.m. on I can almost assure you it's not at 9:25 p.m. on Fox.
I can guarantee you
That's
that.
really
and
weird.
If you go to ESPN or NFL.com right now and you look at Sunday's schedule, it still says Bills Patriots
Donna
playing
this morning,
a day game.
I hate that turn over by Killebrew. It should be one turn to one lane. Worse than that, I hate coming off French Road from 12. At the light, it's an arrow light, which tells me you wait for the green light arrow to turn right. Okay, let me think of this. Coming off 12.
To French Road.
Oh, to French Road.
Over by Home Depot?
Yeah.
By Home Depot. Okay.
She said people wait. I know what she's talking about. Is where you turn left. Everybody's turning left, and you go into Home Depot. You right?
Well, I think what she's referring to, is it a right turn or a left turn, she's saying?
It's the arrow. I hate that turn. It should be at the light. It's an arrow light, which tells me you wait for a green arrow to turn right. People sit behind you honking to go right on red. They will. So she'd be turning right, going down towards Friendly's, heading down that way.
Yeah,
or Slocum Dixon.
So, but hold on, Donna. If it doesn't say no right on red, you can go. The arrow gives you 100%. The right of way. The arrow would give you 100% the right of way. But you can make a right on red, even if there's an arrow on that light when it's red, as long as it doesn't say no right on red.
But you do have to worry about traffic that is ahead of you.
Sure.
With that, as well as traffic coming from the left.
Sure.
So
you got to look both ways.
I
But
did that. I'm going to tell you that
you-
very scenario you're talking about. I just did it 2 days ago. And my wife yelled at me and said, "There's no right on red here because there's an arrow."
It's only.
Listen,
I could be wrong.
Hey! You tell her she's wrong.
All right, is she up yet?
Yeah, she is. Not gonna be good for you. And then Wayne,
As long as it doesn't say right on red, you can write on red.
you should do another song, original song about the year and the local things that have been going on that have gone on through the year. Maybe we'll do that. I actually was working on one just recently. And it was to the old. Do you remember the? I had done a song. Let's see if I actually can find it. Yeah, it was. This was back in 2017, and I was going to do a refresher version of this. I'll just play a couple of lines for you. There once was a city that just wouldn't quit, and its leaders who talked big might have been full of Shimmering ideas and gigantic plans. This nano better work or we'll kick y'all in the cans. UTICA, 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 UTICA. I was going through a whole bunch of these that we had done over different topics that have occurred over the years. Some of them really kind of fit. They do kind of work. This was back at the beginning of COVID. You remember this one?
I can't get no vaccination. I can't get no vaccination.
There was that one. And then one more.
Riding down Columbia Street, a place where drug dealers love to meet. A place where strippers love to go. Where Mr. Seekin sold stereos. The perfect place to buy some blow. Where in the hell will the hospital go?
This was our Jim Rock tribute, I believe.
Is in the know. He knows for a fact downtown won't go. It'll bankrupt the city and turn it to crap. Like right now, we're proud of our place on the map. Picenti, Brindisi, Palmieri, Griffo. Where in the hell will your pipe dream go?
This is Walter Prockhunt.
All right, enough of that. Anyway, that was so Wayne. Maybe we'll do an update of one of these. And do you remember all that fighting over where the hospital would go?
Yes,
the fighting. It was like a civil war. It was crazy. We have to break. Coming up, we'll talk to Dr. Hall. I got a couple of things that came up in the last couple of days that I want to hit him with, and we'll do that next to WIBX.
This station is brought to you by Notre Dame Catholic Schools. Buy your raffle ticket today for a chance at $100,000. Must be 18 and purchase in person. Call 315-724-5118.
Hurt in a car? Call William Attar. 315-444-4444.
Hey, Ryan Reynolds here for Mint Mobile. You know, one of the perks about having 4 kids that you know about is actually getting a direct line to the big man up north.
Mm-hmm.
And this year, he wants you to know the best gift that you can give someone is the gift of Mint Mobile's unlimited wireless for $15 a month. Now, you don't even need to wrap it.
Visit mintmobile.com/radio. Upfront payment of $45 for 3-month plan equivalent to $15 per month required. New customer offer for first 3 months only. Speed slow after 35 gigabytes if network's busy. Taxes and fees extra. See mintmobile.com.
And now, another unexpected win from Standard Heating, Cooling, and Insulating.
Okay, it's all fixed. No new parts, under an hour, no charge.
I don't want to make any decisions right now.
Sir, there's nothing to decide. There's no charge.
Yeah, I will decline the charges.
Our free service program means we diagnose your AC or heating problem at no cost. And if we can fix the problem in under an hour and with no parts, it's completely free. For unexpected wins, get on the green with Standard. Visit standardco.com to schedule your free service call today.
It all began in 1985 with a single goal, a commitment to brighten our community. And with your kindness, that light grew brighter. Because for 40 years, you've helped Food Bank of Central New York deliver healthy food and hope. But that need continues to grow. So this year, please consider giving a little extra and make sure the light we shine together never goes out.
Hey, it's your radio buddy Jimmy Fallon, host of Fox Across America. We're talking politics, pop culture, and comedy, minus all the rage and finger-pointing. It's real talk for real people who just want to laugh, think, maybe learn something along the way. So join the fun weekdays at noon right here on WIBX 950 and 92.3 FM, Central New York's home for talk that's smart, honest, and just the right amount of crazy. Fox Across America with your main man, Jimmy Fallon.
Celebrating 100 years.
This is Keeler.
WIBX 950 and 92.3 FM.
Now back to the Keeler Show.
All right, let's see. Rick said you should let Dr. Hall hear this. It's a new, I believe it's a tongue-in-cheek series produced by The Daily Show, and it's a drama called RFK Hospital. Are you ready? RFK Hospital.
Another one.
Status?
He's bleeding out. We're losing him.
I decide when we're losing him.
A groundbreaking new medical drama.
We lost him. Time of death, 5:22. Cause of death, the COVID vaccine.
RFK Hospital.
Sick of this!
The only hospital brave enough to follow the medical advice of America's health secretary.
It's all right, trying to squeeze in lunch. What are you looking at?
We have a patient with a strange virus that's weakening his immune system.
Interesting. Has he been swimming in any raw sewage?
Not that I know of.
That's your problem right there. Have him spend a few hours in fecal matter creek. He'll be better in no time.
Led by a doctor who knows that medical science doesn't have to be based on anything in particular.
Come on. I told you never interrupt me when I do pull-ups in jeans.
Sorry, but we have a patient with a fractured clavicle. Should I administer painkillers?
And give the patient autism? No, thank you.
Well, should I take an x-ray?
And give the patient more autism? Give him 20 cc's of raw milk and get the fluoride out of his water. Now!
At RFK Hospital, they're making America healthy and hot again.
Wait, there's something I have to tell you. I have the measles.
It's okay. So do I.
And so do I. It's fine.
He's giving medicine a taste of its own medicine and giving healthcare the shakeup it needs.
Smoothie?
And when tragedy strikes, he answers the call.
School bus hit a deer on I-60. Dozens are arriving in critical condition.
How long ago?
35 minutes.
We can still save that deer meat. Let's move, people. Come on, let's go.
Oh, my goodness.
RFK Hospital, premiering after an all-new episode of CSI, Epstein Files.
All right, there you go.
That's good.
From The Daily Show. Dr. Ken Hall on the line right now. Doc, good morning.
Good morning. How you doing this morning?
Well, now you have people calling in and suggesting certain content for you that you might be able to enjoy. So there you go.
I told you, don't interrupt me when I'm doing pull-ups with jeans on.
It's so funny. And in the middle of it, you can see a picture of RFK Jr. in the back with jeans on, and he's all jacked up. And
he's. I believe he's admitted that he's on the one of the replacement TRT maybe, or some type of.
What about, I wonder, you wonder
he's
about.
He's in great shape, especially for his age. He's jacked.
He is way too good of shape, Doc, for that to be natural and just going to the gym.
Well, and he doesn't say that. He doesn't claim that.
I'm just saying, I wonder, how does Mick Jagger do it? How do these, are they on human growth hormones? Is that something that you can, and I think in Florida you can go there and get it done. Is that something that we're playing with these days?
I would not recommend it, no.
Right, I understand. I wouldn't expect you to recommend it. I'm wondering, though, is it something that it's legal, though, in the United States, right?
I believe it is. I believe it is legal, yes. I don't know if it's legal in every state, because again, these regulations are really more state by state.
Yeah.
And so it may very well be that, with an appropriate, physician/provider prescription, you can get those kinds of things, although that would definitely be considered off-label.
Yeah,
So,
right. I would imagine. But I don't know. I remember like 20 years ago, there was a big story on 60 Minutes talking about how the world was about to change because of human growth hormone therapy that was being studied at the time and tested. And what it would do is you would see these people in just great shape, and yet they were in their 60s. And you wonder, how could they look so good and be so strong at age 65 or whatever? And then you look at a Mick Jagger or some of these others, and you're like, well, they've got to be on. There's got to be something that the elite class has that the rest of us don't have, because we all look like fat slobs.
Yeah, well, Mick Jagger and Keith Richards and all that stuff. They're kind of pickled too. So
I think that may be it too. All right, just finally, I wanted to. It does seem like we're in the beginning stages of getting hit with all of these viruses, whether it's flu or COVID. I know somebody that just recently had COVID. Any of these things that knock you out for a week or so from your workplace?
Yeah, we are. So this is the time of year, and it's going to be here until early March probably. And so basically it's what we've always talked about. Number one, you got to take care of yourself. Protect yourself from being around people that are overly sick, and if you get sick, then protect other people by staying home. Very different than what we did in the 20-teens, where you had a cold or something, and you said, "Oh, I'm going to tough it out. I'm going to go to work." Guilty as charged. I definitely did that. But nowadays, if you're sick, stay home. And while our health secretary may not agree with this advice, I still strongly encourage people to get vaccinated against these diseases, because not only can it decimate you, if you get any of the long-term complications, or God forbid end up in the hospital, but it can also protect people that are around you. So that's I will die on that sword. So.
Well, it doesn't have to be that you're worried about dying, you in particular, but not spreading it to somebody, or for you not having someone spread something. It just makes you something to you that makes you feel awful for a week or 2 weeks. It's tough to get rid of. To me, it's just annoying, and I hate getting those long-term sicknesses, whether the flu or just the common cold. So, do what you can to prevent yourself from spreading it and catching it. I guess that would be the deal. So, and it's still okay to get out there now and get those flu shots. And do you still support the COVID shot?
Yes,
okay.
I absolutely support it. I would say I go beyond just supporting it for people that are definitely at risk, but for the general population, I would definitely.
All right.
I definitely still support it. Yes.
All right, Doc. We appreciate it as always. Thank you so much, and you have a wonderful, great rest of the week.
Thanks, and stay warm and stay safe. We're definitely in winter now, everybody.
We are. It is cold out there. Okay, Doc. Thank you so much, Dr. Kent Hall. We were just talking about the right on red with a green arrow, and I had said my wife was just yelling. Her response. I get a response. You want to hear it?
Yeah.
I know road rules, you punks. I have never been called a punk by my wife. I think she must be talking about you.
Okay, hold on.
I had a problem with you sitting underneath the light past the line where you couldn't see the light and need to stop practically. You stick your nose in the middle of the intersection in order to see the light. Well, that was a mistake. I mean, these things do happen. Sometimes you crawl a little deeper under the light than you should.
So your wife says you're a bad driver and I'm right. Is that what we've concluded?
Donna, however, says, I'm sorry, Jeff. In New York, if a traffic light has a solid red arrow, right arrow, you must wait for a green light or a green arrow. Turning right on a red arrow is illegal and a violation, unlike turning on a steady circular red light. Because usually if there's a green light, there is a red arrow. But sometimes there's no red arrow there. Sometimes it's a green light that is dark until it turns green.
Okay, so...
See what I'm saying? You would not go through a red arrow.
Okay, maybe I'm wrong. Again,
well,
in my mind, I'm picturing... yeah, okay.
I think when it comes to my wife and to Donna, maybe we should just be wrong.
Why wouldn't they just put a sign that says no right on red?
I don't know why. Why waste the tree?
It's not a tree. It's a metal sign.
Good point. That's a very good point.
All right. Maybe I stand corrected here.
Coming up, we're doing Hobica's free money question of the day. Today, Davey, is worth... He's nowhere to be found. Let's make it $250. Oh, what do you want today? $250. So we're going to give you a chance to win that coming up in a second. $250. It's your chance to win from the Hobica Law Firm and WIBX. Manaski has news, and it's coming up next.
In life, we're often faced with difficult decisions. When it comes to caring for our loved one, the choice can be overwhelming. But amidst the uncertainties, there's one decision that stands out as an act of profound love and gratitude: choosing hospice care. Hospice care isn't just about medical support. It's about honoring the journey of those who've given their all to their families. It's about providing comfort, dignity, and peace in their final days, surrounded by loved ones. Choosing hospice is a way to give back to someone who has selflessly given their life to others. At Hospice and Palliative Care, we understand the weight of this choice. Our compassionate team is here to guide you through every step of the journey, providing personalized care that respects the individuality and dignity of your loved one. When it's time to say goodbye, choose hospice care, choose love. Choose Hospice and Palliative Care, serving Oneida, Herkimer, and Eastern Madison counties. Visit our website, hospicecareinc.org, or call 315-735-6484.
When you need us most.
Shop local this Christmas season and stop by Big Apple Music. They have everything for every musician on your list. Electric guitar and amp packages, a 5-piece Mapex drum set, full-size acoustic guitars, Yamaha digital keyboards, and so much more. The best brands, guaranteed lowest prices on musical instruments and accessories. Big Apple Music. Shop local, shop smart. Pick out the instrument on your list and lay away it now. Big Apple Music, Commercial Drive in New Hartford, and BigAppleMusic.com.
Being prepared for winter weather starts with New Holland. From large snow removal jobs to clearing driveways, New Holland has the equipment to stay one step ahead. Overcome winter's toughest conditions faster, cleaner, and safer with the New Holland lineup of skid steer loaders, compact track loaders, compact wheel loaders, and compact utility tractors. The year-end celebration is going on now. Visit Clinton Tractor today and get equipped for winter.
We are the leader in service, Clinton Tractor.
ClintonTractor.net.
Hey, if you're looking for things to do, and Herkimer County is an awesome choice with so many different things that are happening during the winter season, whether it be snowmobiling or snowshoeing or cross-country skiing or skiing. There is so much to do in Herkimer County. They have a website. It's herkimercountyny.gov/events. If you're looking for something to do, go there. If you have an event and you'd like it promoted, you can submit at herkimercountyny.gov/events. So much to do during the winter season. Whether you're local or just passing through, come in to Herkimer County, where history, commerce, and beauty collide. It is happening in Herkimer County.
Winter storm watch late tonight through tomorrow morning covers up northern Oneida County and points west, north, and just east of that. So basically the North Country, but it may get a little bit slick around here later tonight, tomorrow morning. So just travel cautiously. Go south of the thruway, a little less of a chance. Let's back it up first to this morning. A frigid morning. Hopefully you prepped accordingly. Partly sunny and cold this afternoon. Upper 20s. The wind chills single digits below zero early. Snow showers tonight, tomorrow may mix with a little bit of rain, especially in the afternoon, as temperatures do get into the upper 30s, but probably all snow as you go further north. From the Weather Channel, I'm meteorologist Ray Stajic, WIBX 950 AM and 92.3 FM.
Currently, we have clouds and 3 above at WIBX.
Secretary of War Pete Hegseth, Secretary of State Marco Rubio, and Chairman of the Joint Chiefs will brief top congressional lawmakers behind closed doors today. The briefing to the so-called Gang of Eight comes after President Trump's national security team put together a long-term strategy for protecting the country. Lawmakers will likely also raise questions about the ongoing controversial military strikes on suspected drug boats in the Caribbean and Pacific. President Trump is traveling to Pennsylvania Tuesday, kicking off his national tour, touting his economic agenda. It comes as many polls show Americans say affordability is out of control, and they are starting to place the responsibility on fixing that on President Trump. The New York Archdiocese is setting aside hundreds of millions of dollars for sexual abuse victims. Cardinal Timothy Dolan released a statement Monday saying the Archdiocese was setting up a $300 million fund that would compensate those who have sued the church over sexual abuse allegations. Dolan says the church plans to sell off assets and trim its budget to raise the money needed for the fund. A judge is ordering the mother of White House Press Secretary Carolyn Leavitt's nephew released from ICE custody on bond. Bruna Ferreira was arrested last month near Boston and sent to an ICE processing center in Louisiana. She shares custody of an 11-year-old with Michael Leavitt, Carolyn Leavitt's brother. On Monday, a judge-ordered Ferreira released on bond so she can return to Massachusetts to have her case transferred back to a Boston immigration court. And Jimmy Kimmel is reportedly getting a one-year contract extension from ABC. The deal keeps the late-night host with the network through the end of the 2026-27 season. Kimmel's current contract was set to expire in May. The extension comes less than 3 months after the Disney-owned network briefly suspended Kimmel for comments he made following the Charlie Kirk assassination. WIBX 950 AM, 92.3 FM news time is 7:38. 3 in
Cloudy and 3
in Rome, 5 in Utica, 6 in Herkimer.
All right, let's do Hobica's free money question of the day. It is Davey this morning, worth $250. And you're looking for caller number what here this morning, Davey?
6.
Sixth caller. Caller number 6. 315-736-0186. Caller 6 right now. Your chance to win $250 from Hobica, and WIBX is right now.
We are here with Tom Giglio from Script Stop Pharmacy, Oriskany Boulevard in Whitesboro, our industry ace. What sets you apart from other pharmacies?
Script Stop Pharmacy, 131 Oriskany Boulevard in Whitesboro, New York. We're changing the game. We're a locally owned pharmacy, and we'll treat you like family. With fast, friendly service, no-wait immunizations, and automatic refills, we ensure that you never miss a dose. Pick up the phone and give us a call at 315-790-5300, and you won't have to sit on hold with an automated answering system. You'll be able to actually reach out to a person. You won't have to wait in a long line only to find out that your prescription isn't ready or is not in stock. We offer a wide range of services, including text message alerts when your prescriptions are ready. We have an app that you can manage your medications in, and we offer free delivery across all of Oneida County. And with 75 years of combined pharmacist experience, we're here to serve you quickly, reliably, and with a smile. Need a script, make the stop, or just call Script Stop.
BME Company Business Machines and Equipment has been delivering office solutions for businesses in upstate New York for over 30 years. Their success comes from finding the right document management strategies and software solutions for streamlining workflows. Simply put, BME provides fast, reliable service at the best value to keep your business running smoothly. Through BME's strategic partnership with Hummel's Office Plus, they distribute supplies for just about every machine in your office at a great price. BME welcomes the opportunity to serve your business, selling, leasing, and servicing Canon and Kyocera devices, as well as FP mailing solutions. An important part of BME's culture is supporting the communities they're fortunate to work in, and BME recognizes that support is one reason for their success. The future of business in BME's area is encouraging, and the company is grateful to be a part of that growth. Call BME Company at 315-574-8200 or visit BMEcompany.com. BME Company Office Solutions. Made simple.
Hi everyone, it's Lisa from Fit Body Boot Camp in Whitesboro and Clinton. The holidays can bring joy, but also stress, pressure, and a lot of overwhelm. That's why your 30 minutes with us matter. At Fit Body Boot Camp, you get a moment to breathe, a moment to focus on you, a space where no one judges and everyone supports. Every workout is filled with encouragement, positivity, and people who genuinely want to help you succeed. Come see why our members call this their favorite 30 minutes of their day. Happy holidays from Fit Body Boot Camp.
Firestone Winter Force tires are designed to deliver impressive handling on snow, ice, and in wet weather conditions. Whether you have a coupe, sedan, wagon, or minivan, Winter Force tires let you drive with confidence, and you still get the comfortable driving experience you've come to expect from Firestone. Winter, you've met your match. Whatever you drive, drive a Firestone. Available at Tallman's Tire and Auto Repair, located in Utica, Yorkville, Rome, and Herkimer, or online at tallmanstire.com.
Hello, everyone in Central New York. This is Dave Letterman, your old TV pal. Remember me? I'm supposed to say something witty and funny here about Bill Keeler, but I've got nothing. Ever see a picture of this guy? That's a joke in itself. Anyhow, here's Keeler on WIBX.
All right, it's time to do Hobica's free money question of the day. We do it every morning at this time. It varies how much money is on the line. This morning, it just so happens to be $250. Comes from Joseph and Andrew Hobica. For all of your legal needs, call the Hobica Law Firm at 315-724-1600. 315-724-1600 for the Hobica Law Firm. On the line is Larry in Utica. Hello, Larry. Good morning.
Good morning, Bill.
How you doing, man? You ready to go?
I'm trying to stay warm. Yeah.
Yeah, it's
I'm ready.
cold. It's very, very cold.
Yeah.
Well, it's a little early for this. Maybe we'll be rewarded with an earlier spring, like a warm St. Patrick's Day parade would be nice. Yeah, there you go. All right, you'll have 7 seconds to answer, and you've probably seen this thing 1,000 times, but do you know the answer? And if not, take a guess. Here is your question. According to Dr. Seuss's How the Grinch Stole Christmas, how old was the Grinch at the time of the story? Ready, go.
35 years old.
Was the Grinch 35? If only you were dyslexic, you would have won the money.
Oh, he was 53?
53 years old.
I know his heart was 3 sizes too small, wasn't
His
it?
heart was 3 sizes too small. And here's how it goes. Why, for 53 years, I've put up with it now. I must stop this Christmas from coming, but how? 53 was his age. All right. Well, what are you going to do? We're going to give you the all-in-one food and fun card. It's good at 72, Babes, Taylor and the Cook, Aquavino, The Odd, Nexus. Stand by, and Davey's going to hook you up.
Okay, thank you so much.
All right, sir. Thank you. In studio right now is Dave Wood and Pat McGrath with the Utica St. Patrick's Day Parade. Gentlemen, good morning.
Good morning. How we doing?
We're doing, it's cold.
It's cold right now.
Very, very cold.
I'm just glad to see that the soundboards are working since the last time I was on the
Everything's
show.
working?
I think I
Although,
tripped a wire.
We're still having, right. When you sat, the minute you sat down, all of a sudden everything went dark. And I don't know what happened.
Oh, I don't know. Definitely, I don't think it was my fault. It just must have been
It wasn't
something
your
at the
fault.
Marlog.
It was coincidental.
That's what I said in the meeting afterward.
We're blaming Griffo for that one.
Or you have some amazing static electricity.
We'll go with that.
Something. Okay. It is that time of year, believe it or not, where we want to be thinking about March. And I guess the way to do it is to get in and try to figure out who's going to be the Grand Marshal.
Yeah, that's true. Right now, we have the nominations open for the Grand Marshal. They'll be open till the 31st.
All right.
If I am awake and remember and conscious to shut this thing down. So you might be able to sneak some in on the 1st.
Right, you could.
Or even the 2nd, you know.
I understand.
That's New Year's Eve.
That's going to be a busy night as always. So.
Yeah.
So are there any qualifications that have to be met?
Yeah, so we're looking, for somebody obviously that's going to lead our Irish community in the parade, but someone who's kind of led a life of service and giving back to the community, and someone who should be recognized for their life of commitment to our area. You know how Mohawk Valley is, Utica area.
Yes.
Everybody knows each other. Everybody knows the contributions that people make, and we all want to get together and just kind of honor somebody for what they've done.
Yep.
And I do think there's a little Irish in everyone. Do you have to have any Irish blood?
No. I mean, obviously, we've in the past had non-Irish folk, lead us down the parade. It's more about what you're doing for the community. And that's the number one thing.
Right.
It always helps, but.
And I have to say, it's really incredible the amount of people who come out for this parade. It's enormous.
Yeah, especially last year. I mean, I don't know if you guys were.
The weather was on our side.
It was like one single lane down Genesee Street of just people everywhere. And I couldn't even barely walk down to the band shell during the parade.
Yeah.
And it was like, I had my winter coat on. I was like kind of trying to take it off. It's like 60 degrees. You're sweating. People screaming. Kids have the candy. We had a great Grand Marshal last year in Tom Powers who, let us down. And then I think he was immediately inside Griffin's Pub. But
he didn't completely finish the parade. He may have.
He took the left turn a little too early.
A little early. And really, that was so similar to, I don't know. I remember I always talk about this one in 1991 or somewhere in 1990. It was like 75 degrees.
Yeah.
At that point, we were still going down to WIBX Street.
Right.
And it was very much like there was just a small path.
Yeah.
People on both sides. It was huge.
Yeah, that
So-
I wasn't around for that parade, but
You literally weren't.
I literally wasn't around. But I mean,
it is showing my age a little bit.
Sorry.
Yeah.
My point is, WIBX Street isn't a super long street. I'd be curious to see what that was like going down the short run there, and now looking at today.
I know.
We start at setting up at the Parkway.
Yeah.
And the parade begins on Oneida Square. I mean, that is the length of the parade, and then going down Genesee Street, taking a left on Columbia. It's huge.
It's a huge
gotten
parade. Yeah.
huge.
Yeah. And it did used to go down Genesee. It always went down Genesee Street, but
Okay.
it took the turn and went all the way over to WIBX.
Okay. All right. See, I don't know that.
Otherwise, that would have been a really sharp parade. It's like-
Yeah, really. we have our parade historian here. We didn't even know
right.
we had one. You can get
And
a spot on our website now.
At least I can start around 89, 90. From that point, I'm there. But that year, it was just it was pretty warm. This year we had that same, or last year we had the same experience.
Yeah,
So-
it was just a good year. I mean, our food drive was incredible.
Yeah.
More people, more food for
That's
Mother
a
Mary
great
Ann's
addition.
West Side.
Yeah.
The Hoax and Bertie Anarito do a great job with organizing that, and that's something we're really looking to, beat our record again. We seem to beat it every year, which is crazy.
And you also have now the Irish Cultural Center, which is a great addition, and it's a great way to kind of cap it off.
Yeah.
Right.
It's a great place to go after the parade for sure.
Yeah. All right. I'm gonna ask you.
So how does this work? Like, is there a committee like choosing a pope? The name comes up, everyone gets a vote, and
White
the
smoke,
comes
black
out of the
smoke,
chimney.
yeah.
The green smoke.
Yeah.
When the green smoke comes out.
So when you have the nominations, how do you guys go about from there?
Yeah, so we gather all the nominations again. So this is, especially now that it's digital, I mean, we get flooded, right?
Right,
So
right.
we don't necessarily go by how many, nominations come in for one person. If it's 50, that just counts as one, but then we take all the commentary that people supply,
Right, right.
for this one individual. And then we kind of all just, we read through them, and we actually have it, again, it's digital. So we've been reading them for the last 2 or 3 weeks since it's been open, just because otherwise,
it's a
sitting
lot
there
to
at a
process in
2-hour,
one day.
exactly. So we've all been kind of, having little conversations and thinking about it in our own head, and who's the most deserving. And
It is. I think so far. I mean, every year you pick a great person.
Yeah.
I will see Father Sean later today. We're meeting up.
Oh, boy.
In Rome, and it's hard to find someone as perfect as Father Sean for that.
Yeah, of course. Just
role.
ask him.
Yeah, just ask him. He will tell you. There is no doubt about it. So
he's a great guy. I
he
mean,
is.
all the way back to the Irish festival and seeing him, in his chair, just enjoying everything Irish, and then the mass there, and he's a wonderful priest that we have in our area.
He really is.
How cool though would it be to have the parade led by a Model T? Right? Or is he in the front or the back?
He's in the front.
He's in the
so,
front.
Yeah.
Have a Model T with him holding the big shillelagh?
He's already been the
Oh, he has.
Yeah.
I apologize.
Yeah,
You remember who you're talking to? I'm the historian.
the parade.
I got to check our bylaws and see if we can have a repeat.
A double.
Yeah, right.
I mean, there was the horse and buggy with John Sullivan, and
Yeah.
I don't remember what year that was. 2019, I think.
18.
I mean, that was incredible.
That had to be cool, yeah.
Incredible.
Yeah.
Just, John did such a great job leading us at all the events. And, that brings up a point where you're not just the Grand Marshal for that day, for that parade. You're supposed to be this Irish representative for us at all
For
of
the
our
year.
Irish events
Yeah.
for the year,
And you
especially.
have to come back every year afterwards.
Yes.
Yeah, so you're locked in Irish
It's
Super
a
Week in
lifetime
March.
commitment.
That's a nice racket. I like how you guys do that. That's smart. It keeps everybody coming. Not that they wouldn't come anyway. So, all right. How do they vote? How do people vote? And remember the
nominations.
Your little dissertation about the person is key. That's very important.
For sure. Yeah, we have a lot of people that just say, because they're the best. Give
Right.
us something. Tell us
Yeah,
why.
yeah.
What did they do? How did there's some people that we don't know that are doing some
Right.
great work. So tell us all about them. So to nominate someone, go to the Great America, or I'm sorry, not Great American. That's the old one.
It was.
Yeah, it was. It used to be. Utica St. Patrick's Day Parade.org. And if you scroll down like 2 scrolls, you'll see a little button there that says nominate.
Yeah, and just I've said this a bunch of times, but just brag about this person.
Yeah.
We want to know why this person deserves to lead us, for the year, for the parade, at our events, and maybe more than a couple sentences would be good.
Yeah.
So we really get to know who this person is. So we're excited to see, and a bunch of them have already come in, like we said.
Nice.
And a lot of interesting nominations.
How when is the parade this year? What's the date it's going to be on?
It's the 14th.
Okay.
Yeah.
All right.
So it's at 10 a.m. Right on Genesee Street.
And are we the same day? Do we still share with Syracuse? Is that still?
So it's not.
I don't think they
necessarily
did last year
sharing.
with us.
Yeah, it's always the Saturday before St. Patrick's Day, and if it is St. Patrick's Day, it's that day. Yeah. But we don't really. I mean, we communicate with them, but it's not like, hey, what day's the parade? It's in our bylaws. It's in their bylaws that it's the
It just
day.
so happens that it's.
And if it lands on the same, it's good because you can do some sharing.
Well, when he says share, I mean, we've heard many stories of, we've got this particular pipe band.
They do our parade,
who's
and then
out
they go
there,
to-
or
yeah.
vice versa, however the case might be.
Yeah. So we tried to communicate with those pipe bands. Hey, are you participating in Syracuse or Albany? And they let us know, and we kind of just try to structure. We find out where they are in the lineup, and we kind of balance it so that they have enough time to scoot on down.
And anything different being planned for this year?
We're really trying to add more musical talent in bands. We used to have a lot of school bands that would come out, and
it's hard.
It is hard, and we understand that.
Yeah.
But anybody who's listening or knows a band, any kind of band, I don't care if it's kazoos or something on the back of a truck. We want music and entertainment.
Yeah.
And just get music, please.
I
And-
like that. I think that while it's always great to see the business that puts something together and they put a really cool float together, that's
Yeah, we-
awesome.
we love it.
But the music being filtered in through the entire parade is really an important
and we give
thing.
out awards. I mean, at the end of the year for best band, it doesn't have to be a pipe band, although it's hard to beat. You know, the pipe bands.
it
and
is.
There was a group from Buffalo, the Stampede, that came last year. That's the band that plays on the field before the Bills games.
Oh, okay. Yeah, that's cool.
They came last year. That was a new addition. I locked them in that day for the next year, or we did. Sorry.
Sure.
I just happened to be the one who said it to them.
Yeah.
Just any kind of musical talent, we'll take it.
All right. And can they sign up for the parade now?
Oh, well, yeah, I think so.
Yeah.
Is it open?
The button's there, but
The button's there.
you can. I think
Send an email.
Yeah, we officially on our website. I think we accept nominations starting in February. Or excuse me, applications.
Okay.
In February, but
January.
It's on our website.
It's
somewhere.
coming. It's coming. And you can always reach out.
Yeah.
Right. Yeah.
Yeah, just reach out. Yeah.
We've gone over this morning, some issues with AI. So if you search AI on Google, and sometimes you get the wrong answer. Now, I did a Google search this morning. We're not wearing red, right? It's still green.
Yes.
Because AI has been wrong all morning long. So
It said red?
Interesting.
No, I'm kidding.
Okay.
They always wear green.
That
Yes,
would be St.
always wear green.
Joseph's.
Yes,
St. Joseph's
that would be
Day.
the Italian holiday, yes.
Yeah.
Great holiday as well.
As well. Listen,
Yes.
and even the Italians are Irish on St. Patrick's Day.
We'll take anybody.
And the
All right.
Polish, too.
As well. Gentlemen, thank you.
Thank you.
Go to the website, check it all out, and again, put as much as you can in to the reason why you're selecting that person.
That's right.
All right.
Cool.
I know you guys will do well.
Thank you.
Thank
in
you for
your
having us.
selection process. Thank you as always. Quick break. We'll come back at WIBX.
BME Company Business Machines and Equipment has been delivering office solutions for businesses in upstate New York for over 30 years. Their success comes from finding the right document management strategies and software solutions for streamlining workflows. Simply put, BME provides fast, reliable service at the best value to keep your business running smoothly. Through BME's strategic partnership with Hummel's Office Plus, they distribute supplies for just about every machine in your office at a great price. BME welcomes the opportunity to serve your business, selling, leasing, and service in Canon and Kyocera devices, as well as FP mailing solutions. An important part of BME's culture is supporting the communities they're fortunate to work in, and BME recognizes that support is one reason for their success. The future of business in BME's area is encouraging, and the company is grateful to be a part of that growth. Call BME Company at 315-574-8200 or visit BMEcompany.com. BME Company Office Solutions. Made simple.
Is this, you want me to, what do you want me to do, Davey?
Hit the spot.
No, I'm not going to do
Hit
that
the
now.
spot.
It's too late. It's too late for that.
Okay.
It's too late for that.
So I sent you something quickly because my phone is dying here. It's from Comptroller Bill Morehouse. I don't want my phone's about to die. So he's disputing your free money question of the day. You should have it in a text message. I can still read it.
Is he not only disputing it, but saying, but I'll pay the $250?
No, he didn't say that much. He said, actually, the Grinch would be 52 because the first Christmas, he would be just months old. So,
okay,
not
here's
one
what,
yet. So his actual age is 52 if he's seen 53 Christmases. He says that's why the city's books are balanced and we have a surplus.
Oh, that's very good, Bill. Touche on that one. That was really good. Now, the good news is it wasn't, the Grinch was not 35.
Correct.
So the caller had it, Larry had it incorrect.
Yes.
But that was that's really good, Bill. That was very good.
All the details.
Great way for you to turn that around. Wrap up the year with extra cheer and extra savings at GPO Federal Credit Union. Drive into the new year with an auto loan as low as 4.24% APR for 60 months on 2022 to 2026 models with checking and direct deposit. Or grow your savings with our 14-month term share certificate special at 4% APY. Need a little extra for the holidays or winter home upgrades? Their holiday home loan or warm home loan has you covered as well. 5.99% APR for 12 months. Visit gpofcu.com or your nearest branch and wrap up the year in savings only at GPO. Your journey, their commitment. GPO Federal Credit Union, committed to excellence. Membership eligibility required. NCUA insured. And rates based on credit. Restrictions apply. Offer ends December 31. We have Manasseh coming right up for with news and a full forecast. And, yeah, there is a winter storm watch in effect, but it really is generally in northern Oneida County. And there are some parts where you're going to get all snow as opposed to a mixture of snow and rain. This precipitation expected to begin overnight. Full forecast and the news is coming up next on WIBX. Utica, Rome. Now there's no AID playing. It's all right. We're all right, Davey. I'll get through it. WIBX Utica, Rome is 8 o'clock.
Dark and sinister forces. I'm Chris Foster, Fox News. President Trump on Truth Social says that's the only reason anyone would be against the tariffs he's imposed on other countries' imports. And the biggest threat in history to United States national security, he says, would be a negative decision on tariffs by the Supreme Court. It's considering whether the president misapplied the law to justify tariffs. The ensuing trade war has hurt some American farmers who are now getting some relief.
Soybean and other crop growers will get a one-time direct payment as part of $12 billion in agriculture aid.
Farmers are an indispensable national asset, part of the backbone of America.
But the tit-for-tat tariffs led to China refusing to buy soybeans for much of the year.
I told this to President Xi. Our soybeans are more nutritious than competitors.
China has resumed soybean exports from the U.S., but President Trump says he'll sign off on additional relief for farmers if needed. At the White House, Jared Halpern, Fox News.
The president gives a speech about his economic agenda today in Pennsylvania. The Supreme Court today is taking up a case about campaign finance limits.
A few years ago, then Ohio Senator J.D. Vance, Congressman Steve Chabot, and the National Republican Senatorial and Congressional Committees challenged a limit on political parties coordinating with candidates, saying the financial restrictions violated their First Amendment rights. An appeals court panel said they raised some fair points, but they still had to contend with a Supreme Court ruling from 24 years ago that already upheld the federal limits. The Trump administration, however, has said they have no interest in defending the rule rule, so the courts appointed a former clerk for Justice Roberts to argue on behalf of keeping the rule in place. Jessica Rosenthal, Fox News.
Ukraine's President Zelensky, after meeting with European leaders in London, says his country, again, will not cede land to Russia. That's part of the peace plan proposed by President Trump. And German Chancellor Friedrich Merz says the Trump administration's national security strategy shows the need for Europe to be more independent. America's listening to Fox News.
Living with everyday pain is like having a voice that always says, no, you can't do that. No, you better sit this one out. It's no way to live. So if pain is affecting you, see how Relief Factor can help get you back to life on your terms. One where you say yes a lot more. Relief Factor is a daily supplement that fights pain naturally. Developed by doctors, Relief Factor's unique formula of natural ingredients does not just mask pain, it helps reduce or eliminate it for good. Whether it's your back, neck, joints, or muscles, Relief Factor can help you, as it has for so many others. So call 1-800-4RELIEF and give Relief Factor's 3-week quick start a try. It's only $19.95, less than $1 a day to get your life back. Just go to ReliefFactor.com or call 1-800-4RELIEF. That's 1-800-4-RELIEF, and see how you can say yes to more of everything you want.
A vote's expected Thursday on a Senate Democrat plan to extend Affordable Care Act subsidies.
Some Republicans have their own plans. Maine's Susan Collins and Ohio's Bernie Moreno have introduced legislation that would extend the tax credits for 2 years while setting new reforms such as income caps. The COVID-era Obamacare tax credits are set to expire at the end of the year, with around 22 million Americans possibly seeing an increase in premiums. In Washington, Ryan Schmelz, Fox News.
The state of Florida is designating 2 Muslim advocacy groups, the Muslim Brotherhood and the Council on American Islamic Relations, CARE, as foreign terrorist organizations.
Florida Governor Ron DeSantis made the announcement on X, posting, Florida agencies are hereby directed to undertake all lawful measures to prevent unlawful activities by these organizations, including denying privileges or resources to anyone providing material support. CARE has denied ties to the Muslim Brotherhood, an Islamist group with offshoots that include Hamas, and says in a statement, like Greg Abbott in Texas, Ron DeSantis is an Israel-first politician who wants to smear and silence Americans, especially American Muslims, critical of U.S. support for Israel's war crimes, adding, see you in court.
Fox's Ashley Strohmeyer. Texas Governor Greg Abbott made the same announcement last month. Cuba's former economy minister, Alejandro Gil Fernandez, is sentenced to life in prison and more.
He's been convicted of espionage in a closed-door trial. The details of that charge haven't been made public. But Gil's also been given a 20-year prison sentence in a separate case where he's been found guilty of crimes including bribery, falsifying documents, and tax evasion.
It's Fox's Jonathan Savage. In Japan, after a magnitude 7.5 earthquake yesterday, the government's issued an advisory that a megaquake, magnitude 8 or more, is slightly more likely over the next week, a risk of about 1%. I'm Chris Foster, Fox News.
We have mostly cloudy skies, 3 degrees in Oriskany, 3 degrees in Rome, and 5 degrees in Utica. Good morning. I'm Jeff Manaski, WIBX 950 AM, 92.3 FM news time is 8:05. This news update is brought to you by the new destination Kia of Utica on Commercial Drive in Yorkville. Oneida County Sheriff Rob Maciel says sheriff's deputies were assisting with a structure fire this morning at Countryside Apartments on Rome-Oriskany Road in the city of Rome. Rome-Oriskany Road is currently closed between Rome-Westmoreland Road and Monument Road, and motorists are asked to avoid the area. More details will be released later today. Now, WKTV reported this morning that a 911 caller reported seeing a person on fire rolling in the snow. Responding firefighters did find a woman badly burned outside of the building. Looks like Congresswoman Elise Stefanik will face a challenge in her bid to be the Republican nominee in the race for governor of New York. Today, Nassau County Executive Bruce Blakeman is officially expected to enter the contest as well. Blakeman is a longtime friend of President Trump, and there is no word yet if Trump is going to make an endorsement of Blakeman or Stefanik. Whoever wins the GOP primary would likely take on Governor Hochul in 2026. However, there are reports that she may face a primary challenge as well. Police in New Hartford arresting a local man on burglary charges after he was arrested earlier in the day, allegedly stealing merchandise from another store. Police say on Saturday, New Hartford police officers assigned to Sangertown Square Mall responded to Target of a report of a man who, according to store loss prevention, was observed stealing merchandise from within the store. Police arrested 30-year-old Marcus Howard and charged him with 1 count of petty larceny. Police say Howard was taken into custody earlier in the day for allegedly stealing merchandise from the Walmart on Commercial Drive. He was charged, processed, and released on that earlier charge. And investigators say the cause of a fire that severely damaged a tour boat in Lake George does not appear to be suspicious. Someone driving by the Adirondack boat, yesterday reported seeing flames. Fire crews rushed to the scene to put out the blaze. The 115-foot-long vessel is owned by Lake George Waterfront Cruises. No injuries were reported due to the fire. WIBX 950 AM, 92.3 FM news time is 8:08. 5 degrees in Utica, 6 degrees in Herkimer, and 3 degrees in Rome. Here's a look at a chilly Weather Center forecast.
Winter storm watch late tonight through tomorrow morning covers up northern Oneida County and points west, north, and just east of that. So basically the North Country, but it may get a little bit slick around here later tonight, tomorrow morning. So just travel cautiously. Go south of the thruway, a little less of a chance. Let's back it up first to this morning. A frigid morning. Hopefully you're prepped accordingly. Partly sunny and cold this afternoon. Upper 20s. The wind chills single digits below zero early. Snow showers tonight, tomorrow may mix with a little bit of rain, especially in the afternoon, as temperatures do get into the upper 30s, but probably all snow as you go further north. From the Weather Channel, I'm meteorologist Ray Stajic, WIBX 950 AM and 92.3 FM.
Cloudy skies. We have 5 degrees in Utica, 3 degrees in Rome. All right, from the IBEW 43 local sports desk, the LA Chargers capped off Week 14, a 22-19 overtime win over the Eagles on Monday Night Football. Cam Hart, Deshaun Hand, Dante Jackson, and Tony Jefferson each recorded an interception of Jalen Hurts last night and a standout performance for their defense. They now improved to 9-4 on the season. The Eagles suffer their 3rd straight loss. Week 15 kicks off Thursday night. Baker Mayfield and the Buccaneers hosting Bijan Robinson and the Atlanta Falcons. The Browns naming rookie Shedeur Sanders their starting quarterback for the final 4 games of the year. Cleveland coach Kevin Stefanski made the announcement Monday after Sanders made his 3rd career start in Week 14. The 23-year-old accounted for 394 yards and 4 touchdowns in the team's loss to the Tennessee Titans. The Giants have filled an open spot on their active roster, signing defensive tackle Casey Rogers from the practice squad. The G-men come in at 2-11 after their bye week. They host the Washington Commanders coming up in Week 15 at MetLife Stadium. Authorities say they could be closer to finding out who shot Jets cornerback Chris Boyd. NYPD officials say a person of interest is in custody in connection with the November 16th shooting incident. That person surrendered to authorities in the Buffalo area. Charges have yet to be filed. Boyd was shot in the abdomen outside of a Manhattan restaurant last month. The Utica Comets look to extend their point streak. They've got 3 at home coming up this week. That begins tomorrow night at the Adirondack Bank Center as they host the Syracuse Crunch. The Comets are also at home on Friday and Saturday nights. Friday they host Hartford. Saturday the opponent is Springfield. WIBX 950 AM, 92.3 FM news time is 8:10. The time is brought to you by Clinton Tractor, the leader in service. Visit clintontractor.net.
Well, as you know, we're celebrating our 100th anniversary on Friday. The radio station turned 100, 1925, December 5, 1925, we signed on the air. And now it's been 100 years. Does it feel it? Not for us, anyway. Anyway,
feels like it's been about 23 for me.
Coming up, we're going to speak with Mary Jo Beach, former general manager of WIBX, and George Carpenter, who was here as well in many different capacities. And we'll speak with them about the history, the 100 years of WIBX coming up. Here's a bit of a throwback going back over the years here at WIBX.
peanut butter, Oxheart is the brand. Proven best by every test throughout this mighty land. So try this food, it's mighty good, it sets your heart aflutter. Don't say no, sir, ask your grocer for Oxheart peanut butter.
Brought to you by Tallman's Tire and Auto Repair, located in Utica, Yorkville, Rome, and Herkimer, and online at tallmanstire.com.
When it comes to the ones we love, their comfort and dignity matter most. That is why Hospice and Palliative Care is here for you. When you want your loved ones' wishes to be honored, when you want them to be comfortable, safe, and secure, and when you want them to be wherever they call home, Hospice and Palliative Care is the right choice. Our team of professional doctors, nurses, social workers, and bereavement counselors are dedicated to providing compassionate care every step of the way. At Hospice, your loved one is not alone, and neither are you. We are just a phone call away, ready to support you through this journey. Choose Hospice and Palliative Care, serving Oneida, Herkimer, and Eastern Madison County for the comfort and dignity your loved ones deserve. For more information, visit our website, hospicecareinc.org, or call us today at 315-735-6484. Hospice and Palliative Care, Middle Settlement Road, New Hartford, serving Oneida, Herkimer, and Eastern Madison counties.
When you need us most.
We are here with Tom Giglio from Script Stop Pharmacy, Oriskany Boulevard in Whitesboro, our industry ace. What sets you apart from other pharmacies?
Script Stop Pharmacy, 131 Oriskany Boulevard in Whitesboro, New York. We're changing the game. We're a locally owned pharmacy, and we'll treat you like family. With fast, friendly service, no-wait immunizations, and automatic refills, we ensure that you never miss a dose. Pick up the phone and give us a call at 315-790-5300, and you won't have to sit on hold with an automated answering system. You'll be able to actually reach out to a person. You won't have to wait in a long line, only to find out that your prescription isn't ready or is not in stock. We offer a wide range of services, including text message alerts when your prescriptions are ready. We have an app that you can manage your medications in, and we offer free delivery across all of Oneida County. And with 75 years of combined pharmacist experience, we're here to serve you quickly, reliably, and with a smile. Need a script? Make the stop, or just call Script Stop.
Shop local this Christmas season and stop by Big Apple Music. They have everything for every musician on your list. Electric guitar and amp packages, a 5-piece Mapex drum set, full-size acoustic guitars, Yamaha digital keyboards, and so much more. The best brands, guaranteed lowest prices on musical instruments and accessories. Big Apple Music. Shop local, shop smart. Pick out the instrument on your list and lay away it now. Big Apple Music, Commercial Drive in New Hartford, and BigAppleMusic.com.
With Steel, batteries are included. This holiday season, give a gift that's ready to go right out of the box. For everything from cleaning up the yard to cutting up firewood, Steel tools check off the wish list and knock out the to-do list. And right now, buy select battery tool sets and get a free extra battery. Visit SteelUSA.com for holiday deals and gift ideas. Happy holidays from Steel. Offer valid for a limited time only at participating dealers while supplies last.
Hey, Central New York, this is Will Kane of The Will Kane Show, and you can now hear my show every weekday at WIBX. I do things a little differently when I'm behind the microphone because I turn it over to the listeners to learn and really dig into the issues that impact everyday Americans. The Will Kane Show lets you keep ahead of the headlines and understand what's really going on in the world with in-depth discussions from leading experts and the brightest minds. From politics to sports, nothing is off topic. Listen to The Will Kane Show weekdays at 6, only on WIBX 950 AM and 92.3 FM.
Celebrating 100 years. This is Keeler. WIBX 950 and 92.3 FM. Now back to the Keeler Show.
So the Falcon Clinic in Washington Mills is the area's premier osteopathic medical clinic, and they're accepting new patients right now. For the last 6 or 8 months, they've put a pause on new patients as they've added a new provider. Dr. Sharon Mattern is from Sequoia, and she's returning to the area, adding another physician under one roof at the Falcon Clinic. It is the area's premier osteopathic medical clinic, so you can call them today if you need a new family doctor or you need a second opinion, or maybe you want to consider the OMT, osteopathic manipulation treatment, which I get every month. It's the Falcon Clinic. Call today at 315-507-4751. Dr. Shemolinsky, Dr. Zielinski, Dr. Kosminski, and now Dr. Sharon Mattern, all under one roof at the Falcon Clinic in Washington Mills. All right, so we just played the Oxheart peanut butter commercial,
Which was to the Jingle Bells theme, wasn't it?
It kind of was, yeah.
Jingle bells.
And I do have to. That was my father's favorite peanut butter, and Oxheart was like. It's hard to find them today, but maybe like a Smucker's peanut butter, where the oil is on the top, and you maybe turn it upside down, and the oil, you have this kind of repeating type thing going back and forth. But it was more of a natural peanut butter. I did not know this, but Oxheart, which you can no longer get, was made in Oswego, New York.
Okay.
I didn't know that. Maybe George, did you know that?
I did not know that.
I did not know that. Mary, did you know that?
I did not.
Okay. In studio right now, Mary Jo Beach, former GM here at WIBX, and George Carpenter. You were in sales, but also on the air, right?
Well, I was never on the air here.
Okay.
I was on the air, over my career, but I went to the dark side. I went from
the side where there's money.
That's right.
Yeah.
And those of us who grew up in the programming end of the business, we always had this perspective of the salespeople had all the advantages. They made all of the money on the backs of those of us who were on the air doing what we did.
Well, it's funny how those same sentiments continue well into modern times.
Yeah, I've often said that it's bizarre to me, and I don't understand why people in the communications business have such a hard time communicating internally.
I know.
Why is it that way? But yeah, I was in the broadcasting side of the business for the early part of my career, and then I made the move primarily because I'm a father of four,
right?
And the demands of such a large family meant that the compensation when I was on the air was just not going to make it. So I'd always sold during my career, even from the very beginning. So that
I learned. I was taught a long time ago that, and I started out selling as well as being on the air, but I was taught at a very early age in my career, the key to success in programming is to be friendly with sales. And a lot of times programming is not friendly with the sales department. It's the enemy. They're the ones that want it. But if you can work with them, usually you will reap the financial benefits.
Mm-hmm.
The other thing is if you can do sales and be on the air, your chances of being fired are less.
Oh, no question.
Yeah, because you're not only firing the person, but you're getting rid of their money too.
Yeah,
well, those relationships with those accounts.
That's right.
Yes.
And really, when you talk about numbers in the world of broadcasting, there's the numbers whether the audience is following you or not, and that was Arbitron, and how many people are listening. That would be the programming side of things. And the more important numbers in the business world is the revenue.
It's the revenue.
And so if you were doing both and doing both well, like you said, you're probably going to be
You're a little
stable.
more you're a little more rock solid.
Now,
So
from a sales perspective, we
nice and I have to have you really tight on that.
Oh,
I'm so
sorry.
These mics are new and more difficult to use.
On a sales perspective, we always cherished what you guys did for us on air, because you guys used to go above and beyond sometimes when we really needed you.
Mm-hmm.
And we always appreciated that.
Well, it's all important, right? It's all part of the. How about 100 years of this? And you think about how experimental it was in the very beginning. Those first 5 to 10 years. We talk about the 50s and 60s and 70s creating the path for the rest of us. But you go back to 1925 to 1930 and 35, it was experimental.
No question. I can remember my early career. I was on the air doing a music program, doing the morning show, and then after that I would do news. So that was early on in your career. You're doing a lot of things.
Yeah.
And I can remember covering when Gerald Ford came to the airport in Keene, New Hampshire. That was my first full-time job, was in Keene, New Hampshire. And I was covering it as a news person.
Yeah.
And that's my flashback and how I could relate to what happens at WIBX, because the station would do some amazing things. They would send people to Washington, D.C. to cover things and that sort of thing, which was cutting edge.
Yeah.
And like you said, experimental certainly at the very beginning when they're doing things, saying, well, I don't know if we can do this or not.
Right.
Let's try.
Yeah. Well, they really created the template.
Mm-hmm.
And that template has changed incredibly over the years, Mary Jo.
Yes, and in my career in WIBX, with WIBX and these stations, WIBX, when you have 4 stations and you're taking care of all 4 stations, they're all your children. But WIBX was your favorite child, and because WIBX was the one that gave you the least amount of headaches, it really did. They did their job well. They did the news, and they were always winning awards at the New York State Broadcasters Association.
Yeah.
But back in my time, my tenure here, the things that stand out to me about WIBX, the first thing would be the Boilermaker.
Mm-hmm.
And I think Tom Yorchak might have hired Lisa Buster and Catherine Switzer, but we took it to the next level. Now, a little background on Catherine. Catherine was the very first runner of the Boston Marathon in 1967, and they didn't allow women in there, and she kept trying to get in. So what she did was just put her initials in, K.A. Switzer, and she was able to run because they thought she was a man.
Right.
And then halfway through the race manager was trying to physically pull her out of the race, which made a huge big deal. You read it in the newspapers. It was all over the place, posted. So with that being said, she started being a marathon runner, and we got her here to be on the back of the motorcycle backwards and run on the motorcycle ahead of the race while the runners were facing her, and she would do commentary. So we decided to take it another step. In 1994, we gave her additional dollars to promote WIBX and the Boilermaker around the country when she was doing her promos.
Right.
Which inadvertently helped us for the race. It helped the Boilermaker, but it brought us all to another level with the Boilermaker.
I mean, that was, and it's still, we still are a major part of it, but that was the pioneering time. That's where
pioneering.
Yeah, I mean, it wasn't, when you really think about it, radio doing play-by-play coverage of a cross-country meet or a marathon race was not something that was done all that often. So.
And I truly feel that the growth that came about that was in part because she would help promote us around the country.
Yeah.
Another big one was the Heart Run Walk.
The Heart Run Walk.
That was another big event.
Which started here with
Ralph Ellinger.
Ralph Ellinger, who passed away of a heart attack. Which inspired this whole thing of what it's become today, which is incredible.
Yeah, I'm sporting my WIBX Heart Run Radiothon.
Yes, I noticed, and it's funny because over the 100 years, there have been many iterations of a design and a logo, and I remember that one very vividly from when I first started here. It was still the one being used.
Yes,
I noticed that when you walked in. So do you know how many Heart Radiothons you were a part of?
From 1996 through 2010, I believe.
Wow, yeah.
A lot
About
of
15,
them.
yeah.
Yep, and we got up in the morning, we had all our stations around the whole area. We went to the gym. Is it still at the gym?
We are now we are at Utica College in the gym.
Oh.
In the gym,
Yeah.
yes.
Yeah.
We'd be there the day before, we'd be there the day of, and the Heart Radiothon always shined as far as the radio part of it went. Always been proud of the station.
Yeah,
I think what's significant about the Heart Radiothon is Utica, New York, is able to generate more revenue than major metropolitan.
It's really
areas,
incredible.
It is.
Yeah,
and speaks to the support that comes from the broadcasting side of this market, but it also speaks to the generosity of this market.
Yeah,
and
there's
anybody
something about here. Yeah.
I mean, it's very philanthropic. People love to get behind needs like that and events like that.
And not only that, so many people have, if they're not personally affected, have a friend or a family member who's been affected by heart disease. And you know what? In February, we're so sick of the snow and the cold. There's a reason to get together and have a nice party, and it's just an outstanding event. It continues to be that to this day. Mary Jo, can I ask you one thing, though?
Sure can.
I got to challenge something you said. Now, first, Mary Jo was the one who first hired me. Thank you so much.
You're welcome.
20-something years or 23 years ago.
Great hire.
You were a kid.
Great hire.
I was a kid. You said IBX gave you the least amount of stress. And
I believe so. But I know what you're going to say, and you can't say his name 3 times. I'm going to tell you that again.
Well, which one are you thinking of?
Phil Stern.
Oh, there we go. You'd have to have some great Phil Stern stories.
I have many Phil Stern stories. Phil Stern, the very first day, well, talk about the first day he came on. What happened?
I wasn't here at that time when he first started.
Oh, you were not?
No. Smitty was, though.
Yeah,
Smitty was
right.
I was listening from afar. I really enjoyed Phil Stern.
You guys had a fun rivalry. You loved to poke fun at him.
It became on our show, which was a rock morning show at the time. It became we brought our audience into it, and everyone, which was really kind of a bit unorthodox, telling your audience to listen at 3:00 when Phil Stern came on to another competing radio station.
You helped us. Thank you very much.
We were there for you, and it was my callers that made sure there were callers calling in, and Davey was the phone screener back then.
He
so,
was.
Wild.
He was just a little one when I hired him.
Wild times, yeah. But you've had others. We had John Doty in here just yesterday.
Just yesterday.
Oh
yeah.
my God! Flashback.
Yes, behind the
You know what my
headlines.
maiden name is, right?
I don't know.
Doty.
Oh, it is.
I didn't know that.
He's some shirt tail relation. I'm not sure.
Okay.
I know that we were related somewhere along the line because he looked like my father.
Yeah.
So I know that we had to be related.
There had to be something. But he would always bring controversy in, and then. What's our he's passed away now.
Finelli?
Ken Finelli. Was another one.
Finelli.
He told a story. You have to tell this story. That apparently you had walked in to the studio to Jeff and Ken, and you guys were doing the afternoon talk show.
It was still morning.
Still morning,
yeah.
So now Jeff tells the story that you said, I don't know what's going on, but if you guys are losing ratings or whatever, but no one's talking about you anymore. And then you left. Now, I can tell you as an on-air person, I know exactly how I would react to that, and Ken did exactly what I probably would have done.
Yeah, so it's funny. You were kind of like, look, I don't have a buzz. I go to these events. Nobody's talking. Nobody comes up to me and says, I heard this on IBX. And Ken kind of got a little, he took it as a challenge. He went, oh, okay. So the next day, and I don't even want to get into the topic because I think I do remember what it was. He started down this path, and a couple of things were said. And in the middle of the show, you came to the door, and you go, "What's going on down here? I just got 5 phone calls. What are you guys doing?" And Ken was like, "I thought that's what you wanted."
The rule always has been is like if you don't think people are talking about you, say a few offensive things, and you'll be amazed at how quickly they talk.
I wonder why I would say that.
Yeah,
I don't remember that, but
I can remember when I was working in sales and had a client that was absolutely convinced that AM radio was dead and it wouldn't work. And I said, I'm going to put together a campaign for you. And I said, what I'd like, the person sold pianos. I said, now, what I would like to do is I'd like to say on the AM radio station that nobody listens to.
Yeah.
That your store, when somebody comes in to buy sheet music, will give away a free piano. And he said, oh, no, I couldn't possibly do that. I said, why not? Nobody listens to this station. You have nothing to worry about. Well, he ended up being a client forever after that because he realized that regardless of what's going on, a radio station has an audience, and that's a loyal following because radio is one of those mediums that has a personal relationship with the media. People feel like it's my station and that sort of thing. And they'll do whatever it takes,
Believe me, I coming here as an outsider, I learned that very quickly. People have an opinion.
You hired who?
Yeah. Oh, believe me, that was the the cry heard around Central New York. Hang for a little bit if you can. I normally wouldn't do this because it doesn't make necessarily programming sense. However, I cannot let this person wait who's calling in right now. Jim Brewer is one of my favorite comedians. You will see anywhere. I already have my tickets. I was there trying to find the early access code. Turns out, you can buy your way in to an early access code.
I didn't.
Cost me $20, but I got it, and I got great seats. Jim Brewer coming to the Stanley Theater, and that will be happening on April 26th, which is a Sunday. One of the funniest shows you'll ever see. He's on the line right now. He's also, like me and Jeff, an enormous, broken-hearted Mets fan.
Yes, he is.
Jim Brewer, good morning.
Good morning. Yeah. It's like having a family member that's an alcoholic. Every year they say, I'm so much better now. Like, how you Mets do? They're good. They're good. They're improving. They feel good. They look good. And in September, their face is in the dirt. And
it's just
helping them up, and you're telling people not to videotape. Can you please stop videotaping?
Yeah. How long have you been a Mets fan?
Since I was a kid.
Yeah.
And I don't know what happened. I don't know. Because I remember being really young, also watching the Yankees.
Right.
I remember.
Me too. Yeah.
I remember watching Roy White. I mean, we're going back.
Yeah,
Mickey Rivers as a kid.
Right.
And then I'm trying to wonder if my mom's propaganda got into it. Somewhere along the line, it was just like, we will not enjoy the Yankees from this moment on.
Yeah.
And so I don't know what happened, but yeah.
Well,
at least 73 is 73.
Wow. Well, I was actually at Game 7 in 1986, and a game that I drove all the way from here down to Shea Stadium in the pouring rain, and I'm like, they're going to play this game. They're going to play this game. We pull into the parking lot, and the game rains out. So I had to go all the way back home, do my show the next morning on Monday morning, and then drove all the way back down for the Monday night game, and the Mets beat the Red Sox and won it all. We need that to happen. It's got to happen again, Jim. It's got to happen again.
Yeah, I don't know, though. I don't know. I don't know. I feel like the gangsters run it all, and it's almost like the Jets. They signed the contract in '69. Well, you guys, we're going to give it to you, and Joe's going, but you're not allowed to win it for at least 100 years now. Okay. It's done. Yeah, that's, I don't know if we're ever going to see that in our lifetime again.
Yeah, I know. Well, I think we get Alonso. Maybe we get Diaz back. I sure hope so. We'll see.
So
go ahead. What were you going to say?
No, Jim, go. I was going to say you were kind of skeptical about the Mets returning, and you said the gangsters kind of control it. It's funny. I watched your special. I've watched your 2021 special. Somebody had to say it probably 20 times. I know the punchlines. I know the jokes. I still laugh hilariously every single time I watch it. But it seems like that whole era, that COVID time, and that special kind of turned you very skeptical of what people say, what the common thought is of our own government. Were you always that way, or was it COVID that turned you?
Honestly, I was always that way. I was that way probably late 90s at SNL, and then 9/11, it really heightened me. But then you kind of, you think everyone thinks you're a freak, and you don't really talk about it a lot. And I would talk about Hollywood stuff and feel like, oh, you're just jealous. Or you're like, yeah, okay, I'm jealous. Yeah. But then COVID for me, that really put things in perspective as far as who will march along what the TV and radio tells them, and who will at least take a couple steps back and go, whoa, what's going on here? Because when you emotionally detach, for me, when you emotionally detach from anything on television, from any of your favorite, I'm Republican, I'm Democrat, whatever the label is, it's so much easier when you don't emotionally attach yourself to a team or a label, and you just look at things for what they are. Because when you're, like, for instance, if your kid comes home and your kid's like, oh my God, this kid at school is such a jerk, and then I had to do, I eventually, I got in trouble, and it wasn't my fault. That you're emotionally attached to your kid. So of course you're going to defend them no matter what. Right. I remember the Mets when Jose Reyes came back, he hit his wife, or he did something. Because I love Jose Reyes, because I love the Mets, my first initial reaction was like, whoa, 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 whoa. Right. Maybe she was a little lippy. And I don't mean that.
Right. That's what happens.
Correct. I'm making a point where
it's a good point.
Not attached, and you go, if that was my daughter or my sister, or there would be no. It had nothing to do with the Mets or whatever. That's a man. That's a moral code, and I think us as a society have attached ourselves to blind faith to things we know absolutely nothing about, unless the TV and everyone tells us.
Yeah.
So that was a heightened awareness, and since that moment, I won't turn back. It's like once you really see that, I'm not gonna lie to you, it was also tough to go through, because it broke up families. It broke up a lot of it. People that I thought were very strong, smart, and could think. I saw them collapse at the way. I saw where, like, hey, if war breaks out, I see who throws in the white flag. I see who Moley just do as they say. I saw exactly who's going to do what, and I don't blame anyone, but I do think we're at the point now where it wasn't fun for me to go through that stage. It wasn't fun for me to. But now I'm like, you know what? My whole life, I felt like we only got one shot at this lifetime, and while we're here, my job is just let's entertain the troops while we're here. We don't have a lot of time here, so let's just try to get through this together. And that's what this tour is more of. Let's find the things that bring us together. Right. No politics, no religion, no whatever, and find the belly laughing funny, which I've been working on, and I'm pretty excited about it. And then I feel like that's what everyone needs right now.
Yeah. We're speaking with the one and only Jim Brewer, in my opinion, one of the funniest comedians you will ever see. The show comes to the Stanley April 26th. Of course, Jim was on Saturday Night Live. He's been doing comedy for years. Everybody thinks he's always high. He's clean as can be. And you have the ability, though, Jim, to be able to, without going into the gutter, you're able to tell a story like, I don't know anyone else in the world who can tell a story like you. And it's so hilarious because we're all sitting there making the comparison, you to what we went through at some point in our lives. And it's incredible. It really is. This show, you have to be at this show.
I enjoy doing that. And I have to say it was the years of Opie and Anthony back in New York. And Opie would always go, Brewer, listen, I love your stand-up. Your storytelling, I can watch you for hours. And once I really honed that in, I realized that was the true gift. I mean, the gift of making people laugh, but the gift of storytelling is the true gift that I have. And you know what? At the end of the day, I'm just a Long Island street kid that would stand on the corner telling stories and reacting everything. And I'm like, all right, just go to strength. That's what we need right now. I'm the guy in the corner. You know,
go with what got you there. Somebody's asking, and I'm not doing this, and I won't do this. Asking, do that bit that's so funny. Do that. I'm sure you hate that, but if you could just for a moment talk about Chris Farley and that story when he once called you and asked if it was funny.
Yeah, that video's going crazy right now. Well, Chris, and that's another thing that I've learned through life. Unless you're morally grounded, no matter what comes your way, you're most likely not going to be prepared for it.
Yeah.
You want to be a millionaire, you want to be a star, you want to be the best of it. If you don't have your moral grounding, you're in serious trouble.
Yeah.
Hence, I think you're referring to when Chris Farley, in the height of his height, he's $10 million a movie, 15, and back then that's like our 30, 40.
Yeah.
And he called me, and he was partying, and he's like, Jim, come on over the house, come on over. I said, hey, Chris, man, we got a long week, and something. I said, sure. And he snuck into the bathroom of his hotel room where everyone, I could hear people back there, and he simply asked, am I funny? And he was dead serious.
Yeah.
So what are you talking about? He's like, am I funny, or am I just a fat, stupid guy? And I can't get. I got to pay for women. I said that was such a snap of a reality for me. That he was who I wanted to be.
Yeah.
And here he is on top of the world. Everyone looks up to him, and he's questioning his existence.
Yeah.
He's questioning his talent. And it was very rough to hear. I talked to him. I thought I talked him off the ledge, but 2-3 months later, he's gone.
One of the funniest people on the planet questioning whether or not he's really funny. It's just incredible.
I had another guy do that too.
Yeah,
another guy do that. Very big guy, and that was. I feel like that was Artie at one point. Artie Lang. He was the height of. He was in the height of Howard, and I said, Artie, I gotta tell you, my brother-in-law listens to Howard only because of you.
Yeah.
And he went, it's not me. It's not. I said, no. You don't understand. He's not a Howard fan. He can't stand Howard. He loves you and he listens. And he went, Howard can make a frog a star, or it has nothing to do with me. And he really, he had zero confidence in himself, and that just, we don't know who we're looking at. We don't know the star that you look up to, or you don't know what they're really going through or what they really think. You think they're like, we're the best, but you don't. I mean, here's two big examples at the time.
Yeah.
And both are questioning their existence in life. It's mind-boggling.
Wow. Again, back to affirming.
Cup of coffee.
Nobody can tell a story like you. Jim Brewer, we appreciate it tremendously. So my wife said, tickets go on sale tomorrow. You better get me tickets. And I'll be the guy right in the front. I got really good seats, so I'm pretty happy with that.
Well, I would say this.
Yes.
I never show up to a venue. I don't show up to be funny. I show up to absolutely destroy that place, and I'm going to destroy that place. I'm going to destroy Utica.
I know
you will. I'm going to enjoy it with every single moment. And I'll see you then.
All right,
you
Jim.
Make sure you reach out.
Thank you so much.
Take care, Jim.
Jim Brewer.
So funny.
You will walk away saying that is the funniest man I have ever seen in my life. He is tremendous. And by the way, you'll get into it. You'll if you don't know, look him up and
yeah, you got to know Jim Brewer though. You and I saw him at Turning Stone several years ago.
Yeah.
And he came out, and this was when the Yankees first got Aaron Judge, and he was having that incredible rookie season.
Yeah.
And for 5 minutes, he just walked around holding the mic stand, pretending to be Aaron Judge, like a big, clunky, uncoordinated guy. And just his mannerisms and the way he was, he's just hilarious. I remember laughing so hard. I was sweating, I was crying, and all he was doing was making fun of Aaron Judge.
I love the fact that he's coming in and he's going to stay away from the political world. There's no winning in that unless you're Jimmy Fallon and you know your audience. In this case, he has a very mixed audience, and you don't have to worry. It's a great show. Stanley, tickets at Ticketmaster.com, all of that. And the show is April 26th. That's a Sunday night coming up next year. Quick break, and we'll wrap it up with Mary Jo Beach and George Carpenter here in studio at WIBX.
Celebrate 75 years of belonging with AmeriQ Credit Union. Join today and create a meaningful connection that makes you feel like you belong at AmeriQ.org. Membership eligibility is required, insured by NCUA.
This year, give the gift of music, the gift of awe and wonder, the gift of a beautiful summer's day in upstate New York, highlighted with world-class opera and musical theater just minutes from Cooperstown. This year, give the gift of the Glimmerglass Festival. A variety of ticket packages are available for our 2026 season, or give a Glimmerglass gift card so they can enjoy the performances that fit their schedule. Visit glimmerglass.org and begin planning the summer experience of a lifetime at the 2026 Glimmerglass Festival.
Firestone Winter Force tires are designed to deliver impressive handling on snow, ice, and in wet weather conditions. Whether you have a coupe, sedan, wagon, or minivan, Winter Force tires let you drive with confidence, and you still get the comfortable driving experience you've come to expect from Firestone. Winter, you've met your match. Whatever you drive, drive a Firestone. Available at Tallman's Tire and Auto Repair, located in Utica, Yorkville, Rome, and Herkimer, or online at tallmanstire.com.
Hurt in a car? Call William Attar. 315-444-4444.
So Pure Talk is offering unlimited talk, text, and data on a crazy fast 5G network for just $29.95 a month for life. Not your phone's life, your life. This top-tier plan is normally $65 a month, but if you switch today, you'll save over 50% every month for the rest of your life. You might say it's the deal of your lifetime. Dial pound 250, say micro, offer ends 12/14. Some restrictions apply. Details at puretalk.com.
This station is brought to you by Notre Dame Catholic Schools. Buy your raffle ticket today for a chance at $100,000. Must be 18 and purchase in person. Call 315-724-5118.
BME Company Business Machines and Equipment has been delivering office solutions for businesses in upstate New York for over 30 years. Their success comes from finding the right document management strategies and software solutions for streamlining workflows. Simply put, BME provides fast, reliable service at the best value to keep your business running smoothly. Through BME's strategic partnership with Hummel's Office Plus, they distribute supplies for just about every machine in your office at a great price. BME welcomes the opportunity to serve your business, selling, leasing, and service in Canon and Kyocera devices, as well as FP mailing solutions. An important part of BME's culture is supporting the communities they're fortunate to work in, and BME recognizes that support is one reason for their success. The future of business in BME's area is encouraging, and the company is grateful to be a part of that growth. Call BME Company at 315-574-8200 or visit bmecompany.com. BME Company Office Solutions. Made simple.
WIBX. This is Keeler. WIBX 950 and 92.3 FM. Now back to the Keeler Show.
Couple things I have to squeeze in. Steep Pony Mazda Commercial Drive in Yorkville. Their Move to Mazda sales event is back, or more to move you sales event. Save on a new Mazda lease. Enjoy 1.9% APR financing. New 2025 Mazda CX-70s, 90s, 5s, and the CX-50s. With 0.9% on new 2025 Mazda CX-5s and CX-50 turbo models, and 2.9% APR new 2025 Mazda CX-30s. Rick does a tremendous job. That staff is incredible. And when you need service, they have you covered. It is Steep Pony Mazda Commercial Drive in Yorkville. And if you're having some pain and dealing with pain, you may be surprised to find that that back pain or shoulder pain or leg pain may be coming from your walk and the step that has kind of fallen out of place. The Good Feet store is now in New Hartford. It's a 3-step system, including strengtheners, maintainers, and relaxers. I use this, and it does work. Located on Commercial Drive in New Hartford. You can call ahead, but you do not need an appointment. It's the Good Feet store, 4630 Commercial Drive in New Hartford. And in studio right now is George Carpenter, formerly here at WIBX in Mary Jo Beach. And guys, normally I would get through you and then bring on Jim Brewer, but we were
fine.
we were scheduled and we couldn't change that.
No confidence when you manage people like John Doty and Phil Stern.
Yeah, they can. Yeah, they can.
Am I really doing a good job here?
They can get you.
Well, I can remember in our relationship, Mary Jo and I were working together at another radio station, now Big Frog 104, but it was KG 104. And Mary Jo was in the sales side of the business. I was in the programming side of the business, but we were fast friends. And she had a terrible general sales manager that she was working for who belittled and was really a terrible person. And Mary Jo.
I guess you're not going to give his name.
No, obviously not.
Okay.
And not in this litigious society. But I can remember Mary Jo having left that position, and I ended up getting the position here as general sales manager. And I remember meeting with Mary Jo.
I just had my baby.
Yep. And that was Morgan, right? And she had all the wind taken out of her sales because of this experience. And I told her, we were standing in the parking lot of the establishment, and I said, Mary Jo, I said, when a rider falls off the horse, the rider needs to get back on the horse. And you're too good to not be back on the horse. You're too good to not be in sales. And I was the general sales manager, and I said, I've got a great opportunity at WIBX, and come on board. And she said, well, I'll think about it. She didn't even give me an answer. She said, I'll think about it. But, the rest is history. She came on board, and she ended up being one of the most successful. Of course, she'll tell the story, and she said, I was the most successful salesperson on the team.
Well, I became general manager.
Yes.
So.
Yeah, and the interesting thing is one of the first experiences she had with one of the salespeople that was on my team at the time. We had two signs in the parking lot, and one of the signs said "Employee of the Month," and the other sign said "Salesperson of the Month." And Mary Jo, now this is the person who had all the wind taken out of her sales, no confidence in her capability and stuff. She walked up to this person who was parked at the Salesman of the Month parking place, and said, "Whose car is that?" And she said, "It's mine. It is my parking place." And Mary Jo goes, "You better get used to moving your car somewhere else."
Wow.
Got my confidence back.
Okay.
Now, I was 35 years old, and this other person kept telling me I was too old to have a baby.
Wow.
I was an old woman having a baby.
Well,
and
HR would have had a heyday.
When
really.
I came, George, I remember telling George, I'm too old. I can't do this anymore.
So it's funny because I had my wife worked here, and before she came and worked with me, and I have told she's coming on later in the week, and she said I don't know that I should. And I'm like, well, why? She said, because I would tell the stories of all those news events I went to. And all those guys in Utica, many were still around. They were either grabbing or she said it was a very difficult experience being a young female, as a reporter walking into these places where there were only guys.
Bill, I was the only female at Regent Broadcasting out of 87 general managers.
Wow.
It was just me.
Only you, yeah.
And I remember a certain person coming. I had a little microphone on my neck. And come up to me and said, "Can I talk in that microphone?" I said, "Go ahead. I always wanted to own a radio station."
Yeah. Good for you. Anything I've got about 4 minutes. Anything you want out that...
I definitely want to focus on WIBX and its achievements. We went through the Boilermaker and the Heart Radiothon, and let's not forget Woodstock. That was amazing.
That was wild.
We were one of the first stations to report when all the fires came about because we were broadcasting
when CNN
live.
Headline News was still reporting it was peaceful and wonderful.
Oh, yeah. We were
Monday
on
morning.
there saying, we're burning.
Yeah.
And then in 2003, we moved into this new facility from the old one. And in 2005, I got a call from the publisher of the OD. Her name was Donna Donovan. I don't remember Donna.
Oh, we do. We've had her on the air several times.
Yep, Donna Donovan. And I think her father-in-law was the senator, right? Wasn't he the U.S. senator, Senator Donovan?
Jim Donovan.
Oh, Jim Donovan.
Yeah.
I didn't know that. I never knew that.
That was her father-in-law.
Yeah. State senator.
Yep. Well, anyways, Donna called me up and said, we have an issue. We just had an editorial meeting with Hillary Clinton when she came in, and she said to us that she has that Mohawk Valley has no clear vision. I said, what are you talking about?
Yeah.
She said, there's just no clear vision in the Mohawk Valley. So Vic Vetters, at that time, John Zogby, who was in the area and on our stations all the time, Donna and I, we all met to talk about what we could do. And we came up with a campaign, not only to encourage and entice people to do things in the area, but also to hold the politicians a little accountable.
Right, sure.
So we did, and I don't know if you remember this. It was called, as a team, we created the series and informational about the community with the local officials being involved.
Mohawk Valley Next Step?
Yep, the next step.
Yes.
That's
Okay.
right.
I do remember that.
So we went to the wall.
We did a whole series on that. We spent a lot of time, significant reporting on that. We worked with John Zogby. And,
yes, we did.
Yes,
and
I do
we
remember
made
that.
major movements, and that's one of we got credit as the media. All three of us and John Zogby, 4 of us, for helping keep DFAST here and doing some really nice stuff up at the base.
Yeah, I was on the bus trips that when they went and lobbied
in
the federal
Washington.
government about how important this place was. I think that was my first assignment here. Was you put me on a bus?
I gotta tell you,
wherever we
it
went.
It was amazing. What we
and the loss
achieved.
of the base was horrific. But if we lost DFAS and Rome Labs, that would have been just
devastating.
So very
and they were just
devastating.
dangling at that time.
Yeah.
So we feel as the media when we got together that we helped.
You can do positive things
and do very good things.
Yeah.
Yes,
Okay.
right there. We won an
AP
award for that. Mohawk
for
Valley,
that.
the next step.
The next step. There's our reward.
The OD,
yeah.
was it KTV? And Zogby was a part of that as well.
I have 30 seconds
Thank
for
you,
you.
Smitty.
Anything else you
I'm
want to
good.
add? All right. Mary Jo Beach, thank you. George
you.
Carpenter, we appreciate it.
Thank you, Bill.
You'll recognize George's voice.
Countless commercials.
On countless commercials, including my favorite, your tag on the Joe Tahans commercials.
Okay,
So-
here's Joe.
There it is.
It'll,
Very cool.
it'll be on my epitaph.
Love it. And what a great man Joe Tahan was, right?
Certainly was. Let's go Mets.
Let's go Mets. He was the original Mets fan, and his family does a tremendous job as well today, carrying on the torch. So
Bill, you're
carrying the
doing a
torch.
great job.
Thank you.
very much.
I appreciate it, Mary Jo. Thank
and
you.
James Donovan, Senator Donovan, was Donna's father-in-law.
Yes.
We have to have Donna in to talk about. I'd
Yes.
love to have her talk about that event and this 100 years here as well. She played a huge role in another woman who was a trailblazer who was told a woman can't do the job, and she
Donna.
did.
Donna's a great lady.
2025 Keeler in the Morning Christmas Eve extravaganza happens on Christmas Eve. We're on from 6 a.m. until noon with so much, and it's all catered by It's a Utica Thing Restaurant and Bar. And you can have your party catered by It's a Utica Thing for the best Italian food, pasta, salad, chicken riggies, greens, tomato pie, and the list goes on. Call them today at 315-738-8946. Gift cards by $25, get 5 free, and visit their restaurant. It's a Utica Thing Kitchen and Bar located on Leland Ave in North Utica.
From the Stanley Theater Studio, WIBX Utica, Rome. WIBX 950 and 92.3 FM, celebrating 100 years.
Affordability. I'm Chris Foster of Fox News. That continues to be the word in national politics, and President Trump gives a speech about his economic agenda today in Pennsylvania.
President Trump spent a lot of time on the campaign trail talking about bringing down the cost of living. Today, he will be in Pennsylvania giving a speech to remind voters that he hasn't forgotten about his campaign pledge.
You can call it affordability or anything you want, but the Democrats caused the affordability problem, and we're the ones that are fixing it. So it's a very simple statement, and they caused it, we're fixing it.
The president's focus on the American consumer coming one day after he announced the government's going to spend $12 billion to issue American farmers one-time payments amid a dismal year in farming. The trade war with China amid many other countries also having weak demand for some agricultural products.
Fox's Mark Meredith. Ukraine is presenting the United States with a revised plan for peace with Russia.
This new offer comes after talks between Ukraine's President Volodymyr Zelensky and the leaders of the UK, France and Germany. President Zelensky says the revised plan comprises 20 points, but on the most difficult issue, giving up territory to Russia, there's still no agreement. The United States wants Ukraine to hand over land, but the Ukrainian leader says he's constitutionally barred from doing so.
It's Fox's Jonathan Savage in London. There's a runoff election today for mayor of Albuquerque, New Mexico, between Democrat incumbent Tim Keeler and Republican former Sheriff Darren White.
In Miami, a runoff is also scheduled between Republican former city manager Emilio Gonzalez and Democratic former county commissioner Eileen Higgins. Both the mayor's race and office in both Miami and Albuquerque are officially nonpartisan. Miami's mayor is a part-time position. In Miami, Eben Brown, Fox News.
Australia's ban on social media for kids under 16 has just taken effect, with more than 1 million accounts being deactivated. America's listening to Fox News.
Living with everyday pain is like having a voice that always says, no, you can't do that. No, you better sit this one out. It's no way to live. So if pain is affecting you, see how Relief Factor can help get you back to life on your terms. One where you say yes a lot more. Relief Factor is a daily supplement that fights pain naturally. Developed by doctors, Relief Factor's unique formula of natural ingredients does not just mask pain, it helps reduce or eliminate it for good. Whether it's your back, neck, joints, or muscles, Relief Factor can help you, as it has for so many others. So call 1-800-4RELIEF and give Relief Factor's 3-week quick start a try. It's only $19.95, less than $1 a day to get your life back. Just go to ReliefFactor.com or call 1-800-4RELIEF. That's 1-800-4-RELIEF, and see how you can say yes to more of everything you want.
Hi everyone, it's Lisa from Fit Body Boot Camp in Whitesboro and Clinton. The holidays can bring joy, but also stress, pressure, and a lot of overwhelm. That's why your 30 minutes with us matter. At Fit Body Boot Camp, you get a moment to breathe, a moment to focus on you, a space where no one judges and everyone supports. Every workout is filled with encouragement, positivity, and people who genuinely want to help you succeed. Come see why our members call this their favorite 30 minutes of their day. Happy holidays from Fit Body Boot Camp.
So Pure Talk is offering unlimited talk, text, and data on a crazy fast 5G network for just $29.95 a month for life. Not your phone's life, your life. This top-tier plan is normally $65 a month, but if you switch today, you'll save over 50% every month for the rest of your life. You might say it's the deal of your lifetime. Dial pound 250, say micro, offer ends 12/14. Some restrictions apply. Details at puretalk.com.
Clue, live on stage. The uproarious new play based on a hit movie and classic game. Murder and blackmail are on the menu when 6 mysterious guests assemble for a dinner party. Was it Mrs. Peacock in the study with the knife, or perhaps Colonel Mustard in the library with the wrench? This fast, furious, and funny whodunit will leave you dying of laughter. Clue, live on stage.
December 14th and 15th at the Stanley Theater. Visit BroadwayUtica.org today.
Firestone Winter Force tires are designed to deliver impressive handling on snow, ice, and in wet weather conditions. Whether you have a coupe, sedan, wagon, or minivan, Winter Force tires let you drive with confidence, and you still get the comfortable driving experience you've come to expect from Firestone. Winter, you've met your match. Whatever you drive, drive a Firestone. Available at Tallman's Tire and Auto Repair, located in Utica, Yorkville, Rome, and Herkimer, or online at tallmanstire.com.
Brought to you by Tallman's Tire and Auto Repair, located in Utica, Yorkville, Rome, and Herkimer.